Hey y'all, what's going on? Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing? Happy Monday. I know the 4th of July is tomorrow, but it ain't today. Okay, so I know some of y'all still working, but even if you at work, slap them earphones in where you can kiki and cackle on them people job and don't be laughing out loud and get us caught. Okay, how y'all doing? Now you know it wasn't no RHOA on last night, and I was real happy. If I'm being honest, I was very happy about that. I was like, thank God, cause I guess the holiday or whatever, so they didn't show it. So I was like, yes, below deck, because I'm not watching that either. I don't know who watches below deck, but somebody clearly does, because their ratings are always better than RHOA. But that's neither here nor there, while being both here and there. So how y'all doing? Let me greet everybody who's here. Y'all, as you come in, hit the like button. I know we on earlier than usual, and I'm gonna tell y'all why in a minute. Okay, let me holler at who's in the house. Hey, God's anointed daughter, happy Monday. She said, "This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it." Yes, we will. Hey, Fly Gray Streak, what's happening? How you doing, sis? Yvette, all the way from Birmingham, UK. How you doing? How you doing? All right, all right. Vita Worship is here from Denver. She under the shade tree, y'all. Hey, Quiet Storm 87. What's up, sis? Cool Gamer. Hey, always cool, always in the house. Queen of Hearts KS. Hey, Bookie, did you get your notes yesterday? Debbie Garcia. Hey, sis. All right, all right. That means we could throw a little housewife stuff up in here. We got Debbie in the house. You know. Hey, Lala Chanel. How you doing? Leslie. Hey, Sissy. Did you get your notes yesterday? Let me know if you got them, because I sent them to you. Double check and let me know. Hey, Dana Brown. You in Hawaii on your honeymoon. Ooh, girl. You got married on June 24th, and your new name is Mrs. Wallace. Y'all better act like y'all know that's Mrs. Wallace. Congratulations, Mrs. Wallace. Oh, we're so happy for you. Your sisters celebrate you. Y'all, let's get them snaps on. We celebrating for our sister. She done found her Boaz, honey. I know that's right, sis. You better love on that man. Hey, Kim Brown. How you doing, sis? How you feeling today? Good to see you. Auntie Eva, hello, hello. All right, you watch Below Deck. I didn't watch that nonsense. Bless your heart. I couldn't do it. Sweet Diva, what up, girl? Good morning. Hey, Patricia Robinson. Happy Monday. You working and listening? I know that's right. Miss Kaiser So say, what's up, sissy? Good to see you. Yep, I know you got your notes. You made it a Bible study yesterday. Well, not yesterday, Saturday. It was good to see you. Hey, Jack. What's up, Jackie? Love you, sis. Stu S. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Christina BBB. I know that's right, honey. Tell her. And for all of you unmarried sisters, y'all tap into that blessing, honey, so you can find your Boaz too. I know that's right now. Hey, sweet beloved. How you doing? Happy Monday. Okay. I'm on here earlier than I normally am, okay? And I didn't set it up early enough so it would send out notifications, because they don't hardly do it anyway. I just don't even know what to say for them. Hey, Nene Ashley, did you get your notes on Saturday? Now that's the question, okay? Because like I never know if y'all get them. Sometimes I send them out, and every now and then, like somebody will be in the meeting and they'll, have to check spam, and the notes will end up in spam for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe because I don't have like a Gmail email. My email is at philsdaughter.com. So maybe they think I'm like a telemarketer or something. I don't know. Hey, you say what now, girl? Where you been? You did make a live. I'm so glad to see you. Girl, we got to celebrate Mrs. Wallace. Oh, my sis is here. I love you, Marilyn McGowan. How are you? Ian the Court Junkie is in the house. What's happening, nephew? Look, looky. Listen, listen. So, one, I do mean what I say. I was so excited that RHOA did not come on last night. Y'all don't understand how excited I was. Hey, DS, because, it's just another dose of boredom. That's all this about to be, is another dose of boredom. And I understand that Marlo is doing the best she can. But I also understand there's other people on that show, and we can't wait for Marlo to do everything. Meanwhile, while the girl doing everything, they jumping on the neck trying to ride her like a horsey. So, you just never know with these crazy people. Hey, Shani, how you doing, boo? Good morning. Good morning. You got them. That's okay. That's okay. There's always the next time. There's always the next time. Okay, congrats, Mrs. Wallace. So listen, so I was glad that I missed RHOA. I was glad that they took it off for the 4th of July. I'm not sure why. Leslie, you didn't get yours? Okay, I'm going to resend them. I'm going to resend them. I'm going to resend them. Okay. I'm going to take care of that ASAP. I can't do it right now because I don't know what's going on with my phone. But I'm going to take care of them ASAP. Y'all give me one quick second. Okay. All right. So listen, I'm gonna take care of that, Leslie. All right. So I felt like it was a present. It's in there. Thank you. Okay. Um. So I was so glad that I missed it. It was like an early Christmas present. Hey, Donya Lee, how you doing? You got yours, Queen of Hearts KS. I'm gonna send Leslie's again because I don't know what had happened, and Nene got hers, so I'm gonna send them again. It may have gone to spam or what have you, or God knows where, but I'm gonna send it one more time. Well, 2 or 3 more times, however many times I need to send it to make sure she got it. I have not watched Love and Marriage Huntsville or Detroit, but we definitely got to talk about this Maurice character because he is trash. The things that he said has taken the internet and social media by storm. He is abusive, and we need to discuss him. We need to discuss him. You got to notice you just saw it late. Oh, okay, that's what's up. And I want us to talk about Sister Tasha K, Sister KB, because something's going on with Sister KB. Now I don't know, whether this owing $4 million is affecting her. Hell, it would affect me. Ain't nobody got no $4 million to be giving nobody. I mean, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I wouldn't go lying on people either. So there's that. But we got to talk about Sister KB. Something's going on. The Divine Miss M. Hey, you survived the St. Louis storms. What happened in St. Louis? Oh, wow. 85,000 plus households out of power. Girl, I know all about it. I know all about that. We went through that, where I was staying, where I am staying. We just at the other house. Yeah, he's definitely trash. He sure is. You got yours too? Okay. Super, super. Y'all, please, the stuff like that, let me know. Because that way I won't be worried, like, well, did they really get their notes? But I'm glad Leslie let me know so I can fix hers. Hey, D. Seratinas, how you doing, girl? Mm-hmm. I'm glad you survived the storm, too. Thank God. So listen, so we got to talk about that. And now, apparently, whatever's going on with Tasha K in her mind, y'all, she been kind of trying to troll Cardi B, and it's just coming off. At first, I was like, oh, she just being funny. But now I'm thinking something else going on. Girl, y'all, she done took it so far. Now she trying to go at it with Sukihana. And Destiny, aka Suki, is the last person you need to be going back and forth with when you are a Tasha K. Okay? It's Ufoma. Oh, hey Ufoma. How you doing, sis? Angel Gamer, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Y'all come on in and hit the like button, please, because that's how y'all help me now. That's how you help me, by hitting that like button. Help your good sis out. Come on in, because we got to get into all this mess that's happening. It's a lot of mess going on, and we're going to get into all of the mess. We're not leaving any stone unturned when it comes to this foolishness. We're going to start with this mess with Maurice. That's the first thing we're going to start with, okay? That's number 1 through 10. But before we do that, y'all, it's something going on. Something's going on. Okay, So this is the reason why. I'm gonna tell y'all the reason why I came on a little bit earlier than usual. Y'all wanna know why I came on earlier than usual? Y'all wanna know? Or y'all don't wanna know? You do or you don't? You don't or you do? Y'all, and hey, y'all send out condolences. Those of you in Discord, to our sister, Miss Sparkle. She just lost her uncle. So y'all send condolences in Discord. Those of you all who are royal family members, y'all know normally we do other things when it's a parent that passed or a spouse, but we still gonna send condolences. So make sure y'all are sending y'all condolences in Discord for Miss Sparkle, because she just messaged and let me know that she lost her uncle. Um, okay. I feel like I'm doing the announcements at the church. But yeah, we're gonna get into the Maurice guy first. We're gonna do that first. Oh, and I gotta tell y'all why I'm here as early as I am. Oh yeah. I'm gonna tell you why. It's not a secret, so I'm gonna tell it. Even if it was a secret, I can't hold water if y'all ain't figured that out. I tell everything. Everything. Absolutely everything. So listen. Wait. My nephew done popped in here. Hey, nephew. Said we some head busters. Yes. Yo, did you hear that we some head busting heads for the Lord? We busting heads for the Lord. Yes. When I heard busting heads for the Lord, I was so moved. I felt that in my spirit. We some head busters. We some head busters. We'll bust your head for the Lord. I say, yes, we busting heads for Jesus. Yes. I was so moved. I don't know. That one just did something to me. I don't want to play the video, but whew, y'all know sometime every now and then it'll be a song like the Billy Goat song that'll just move me down on the inside, and busting heads for the Lord did it for me. It spoke to me. It spoke to me. It did. King St. Carl say, I'm a sister, Shaditra, and these have been I'm sister Shaditra, and these have been your morning announcements. That ain't how you do it. You got to say, govern yourselves accordingly. That's how you got to do it. You got to do it like that. Pastor, members, and friends, everyone, welcome, welcome, welcome. I ain't gonna do it though. I ain't gonna do it. I'm not finna clown today. Hey, Miss Niecy. Hey, Jasmine. So listen, y'all want to know why I'm on early? Because it's a wonderful day and it's a blessed occasion. And I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. Y'all want to know what's going on before we get into the gossip, the nitty and the gritty. Okay. Y'all hit the like button. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly. Wait. Like, I have the biggest Kool-Aid smile on my face right now, because this is like the bomb day. Hold on. This is it. The day is so wonderful that I don't know. I'm just cheesing. I want y'all to hear something real quick. Y'all ready? Let's get in the spirit. Yes, we some head busters. We'll knock you out for the Lord. Yes. It's so wonderful. Yes, that's the spirit that we in today. We some head busters, and we will bust your head for the Lord. Yes, we will. So y'all hit the like button. Woo! We finna start getting into some foolishness, but I am. Let me quit playing and tell y'all why I'm really smiling today. King said, Carl said, you don't qualify because usually you have to look like Sharice, but carry on. Yes, at my age, you do normally have to look like Sharice before you could do the announcements. Or you have to be, like Sister Cora. Jasmine, I'm going to tell it. Hey, what's going on, Catherine Bennett? Toffee Mocha. Girl, I tried to send your notes and they said your email wasn't working. So you gotta tell me what email to send your notes to on Saturdays when you can't make Bible study. Hey T Bell, what's up? That's right. With some head busters, with some head busters, we'll knock you out for the Lord. Yes, yes, I love it. So look, let me quit playing. I'm gonna stop playing right now. I promise I'm gonna quit playing right now. Right now. Yes, Auntie Eva, I am. You ain't know? I am. I just look like this. Okay. So look, y'all hit the like button. I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm smiling and why today is so wonderful and special and wonderfully special. Okay, because it's both. Today, hit that like button. Hit the like button because I'm about to share some earth-shaking information with all of you. Okay. Hey, Dana Cutler. You just in time for the earth shaking information, Miss Steelers Nation. Okay, so today is my Simply Diamond. How you doing? How you doing? So listen. Today is Daddy's birthday. That's right. I am excited because my other half, I don't want to say my better half. I don't know. I don't know if either one of us is better, but my other half, the cream in my coffee, the sugar in my pound cake. Hey, Cricket, how you been doing? Okay, the sunshine in my morning sky. Mm-hmm. Oh yes, the black on my 8 ball. Mm-hmm. It's his birthday, and I can't tell you how old he is because that might low key tell on me. But today is his birthday, so I'm really excited, and we gonna make sure that he celebrates his birthday because he's not a big birthday person, but y'all know I am a huge birthday person. So much so that I try to celebrate all y'all's birthdays too, and I always celebrate my birthday as much as I can and enjoy myself as much as I can. So it is Papa's birthday, and I appreciate the love in the chat, but that's why I'm cheesing from ear to ear. Like I am excited for him. Okay, so we're gonna make sure that he celebrates his birthday today. So that's why I'm on earlier than usual, because I'm finna be all up. That's right, King Sankar. That man is the honey to my bun. Yes, he is. I'm gonna be all up in his area, making sure that he celebrate that birthday proper today. Okay, Nene Ashley, you say she has a birthday. It's your birthday. Oh no, it ain't. And you ain't told us it's your. Where's Queen Mermaid? Where is Renata? You can't get away with this. And you share a birthday with Papa. We got to celebrate you immediately. Charm CC. Hey, Bookie. That's right. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I'm going to convey all of the birthday wishes. Hey, I am unique. What's happening? What's happening? Okay. All right. I love it. I love it. So look, let me put Nene Ashley's birthday in the chat. I was not aware. I was today years old when I realized that today was your birthday. I did not know. I did not know. And Nene Ashley, I need your cash app. I'm not kidding with you. Wait a minute. Somebody gonna have to give me this one. Hold on. Hold on. Oh no. Wait. If you don't give it to me, I'm gonna dig it up because I got it. Before we get to any gossip, we're gonna celebrate this. No, ma'am. Attention must be paid. Attention must be paid. Y'all know I don't play by birthdays. Okay. So let's see. I have got to be able to find Nene Ashley. Oh, there she go. Cause you listen. You knew I was finna. I was about to go dig it up. I was about to go dig it up. Mm-hmm. One second. All right, now we into something. Now we can move into the gossip because y'all know I wasn't going past nothing until we got to celebrate our sister's birthday. Y'all know birthdays are important to me, and I'm gonna tell you why. Right? Y'all hit the like button. Birthdays are important to me because your year doesn't start until you're born. Right? You were unless you were born on New Year's. New Year's is not your new. It's not your real New Year. Like we blessed to see another year on the calendar, but that's not really your new year. Oh, the beautiful and gorgeous Nisi Rose is in the chat. Hey sis, good morning. So it's like your year does not start until your birthday hits. So to me, that is like real celebration time because it's like, okay, the Lord let you make it all the way around the sun one more time. Like to me, that in my opinion, that's worth celebrating. I don't care what nobody says. To me, that's worth celebrating. That's why I get so hyped and so excited about birthdays. They mean everything to me because if you look at from one birthday to the next, you go through any number of things and you still here. Everything that made you cry didn't kill you. Every time you got sick, you got back up. Every time you had a disappointment, you had a success that came behind it. So it's like for me, a birthday is everything. That's why I'm never gonna skip a birthday. Not for you, not for nobody. We celebrating birthdays on the porch every time, all the time. That's just what we doing. Hey, Ashley. Okay, that's right. Another day is a blessing and a celebration. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Antoinette, what's up, girl? So listen, let's talk about this mangy character. We're gonna pivot from the beautiful business of Daddy's birthday and our sis Nene Ashley's birthday. And we're gonna pivot into some foolishness with this man from Love and Marriage, Huntsville. Now, I told y'all I don't watch this show. I don't like these people. Hey, Jen Jones, what's up, boo? I don't like these people at all, y'all. I don't like them. 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 And it's because they're a bunch of disgusting characters. Okay. Now y'all know I covered way back last week. You turned 21, no longer a baby. Love cancer season. And why don't I have your birthday, Ashley? And me and you text all the time. All right. I know what to do. I know what to do. Okay. I'm taking notes, Ashley. I'm taking notes. I'm gonna get you. But y'all know I posted a video where I did a live way back where I had information, okay? And I feel comfortable saying it now. Hey, M. Guerrero, good morning, gorgeous. Information that came from somebody very close to the mother, I will just say that, of the young lady that was involved, a young woman that was groomed and then sexually abused by one of the men on the show. Martell was fully aware of it, pretended like he was so close with the lady that whose daughter this happened to. And when she told him what happened, he condoned it, acted like it was cool and everything. Carlos King was aware of it. That's one reason why I'm not a big fan of Carlos King. I don't approve of men who condone abuse of women in any fashion. Okay. Happy to be happy, girl. Your crown done fell off. Hey, sis. Okay. But I didn't like that. I didn't like that. That rubbed me the wrong way. And so I never watched the show. Not only that, the fact that I heard from people who live in that area who told me that him and Melody was never no couple like that. You know, they hadn't been together for years. I won't say never, but they hadn't been together for years. And then we're pretending to be together for this show. I said, wow, so y'all disgusting and you fake. Then I hear this story about him and his uncle supposed to have tried to steal an ATM. I say, so you disgusting, you fake, and you a criminal. A jive criminal too, like just straight up jive turkey action. Then they say the man was involved with fraud. I say, well, god dang. So y'all disgusting, you're criminals, you're full of crap, you're frauding. I say, okay, enough is enough. I don't even want to hear about this show. And that's why every time somebody said, Nitra, you ain't gonna watch Love and Marriage. No, 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 no. So now we got another reason, yet another in the long laundry list of reasons. As in the very long laundry list of reasons why I'm never, and I do repeat, never watching this show. Okay. All right. So we're going to talk about this Maurice character and the disgusting things that he had to say. And I want y'all to hear it from the horse's mouth, even though he's more like a horse's backside. He's giving horses behind. But for the sake of decency, we're gonna say the horse's mouth, okay? DS says Maurice has always appeared to be hiding something. Yeah, he ain't hiding much. He ain't hiding much. What you say, Ashley? You was in summer school, it passed you by too. Okay. Because I be wanting to celebrate y'all birthdays. I take it personal when I can't celebrate a birthday. Okay. No, I didn't make a reference to it, Auntie Eva. I did an entire live stream with the information that I got, an entire one. And I don't erase any of my videos. Every video I've ever done, I stand on everything that comes out of my mouth. As we say where I'm from, I can certainly chew my tobacco twice. So I've never removed a video. And it's back there. If you care to go look, it's there. Okay? It's there. Let me borrow this from my Midwest kin folks. It's there. Okay? We say there, but they say there. And I think it fits. Okay? I'm going to borrow that from the Midwest. Shout out to y'all. Okay? It's there. Okay? So let's hear first what this piece of trash had to say. And then I want to know what y'all think about this. And I'm going to tell y'all what I think about this.
People are reading you for film because they feel like you're not understanding Kimmy's diagnosis, what she's going through, because all you want to do is make sure you get what you need. Mm-hmm. Are you that much of a sexual person to where, despite what she's going through right now, you still feel like there's a happy medium in terms of her pleasuring you?
This is what I'll say, because this is very difficult, right? There's a difference between wants and needs, all right? And I'm a person who actually needs sex, not a person who wants sex. Now, at times I want it, but I actually need it. So life throws us curveballs like what we're going through right now. And what Kimmy is doing is admirable as a spouse. To roll over and suffer through it.
Suffer? Hey.
I was hoping it wouldn't be a suffering, a sufferable moment, but she rolls over and suffers through it, fakes it, all for me. Because at that moment, it's something that she completely didn't desire, right? And I kind of look at it as if, and this is, all jokes aside, I look at it as her standing by me while I'm standing by her. So, as difficult as it may seem, we should all feel that we would be better people and say, oh, no, I don't want or need sex for however long it takes for you to recover. But then live in reality where that's not true.
Now, did y'all hear this? Did y'all hear this, Nick Nog? See, this right here is what sends me. This is what sends me. And I mean sends me spiraling and spinning. This is what sends me. Okay, Divine Miss M say St. Louis all the way. You a Southern Belle transplant. I know that's right. This Negro is sick. He said, I know y'all heard him, but I just got to repeat this because when I heard it, I had to sit down, think about it, analyze it, come up with a reason why this is happening. Because it wasn't making no sense to me. Okay? King St. Carl say, sound like you would take it since you need it so much. Yeah, it's giving abuser. It's giving abuser. Hey, Sin City from NOLA. Say, Kimmy understands she take it or he steps out again. That ain't going to stop him from stepping out because she's allowing him to abuse her. Definitely Queen of Hearts KS. For sure, trash. For sure. The Divine Miss M say, Lemonhead is so disrespectful to compare his needs to Yes, girl. Yes. Ashley say, I cannot turn up with my sisters, aunties, and cousins on the porch legally. That's right. Don't break the law. Now you legal. Say, I don't watch CK's channel, but this was all over YouTube streets. I will go to Carlos King's channel because he interviewed people. And even though I'm not his fan, I don't approve of him and the things that he supports. However, I will always go to his channel because when he interviews these people, I want to hear the garbage that comes out of their mouths. And I want to hear when we've heard lies and these people are now telling what really happened. So I'm going to always go there. Y'all know I'm not burdened with emotion over being rational. I'm not. Rationally, it makes sense for me to go to the person who can get interviews with these people and get them to open up when other people cannot. So I'm going to always do that. I don't have to like you to see value in what you're doing. Okay, so I'm going to always go there. So this Negro said that she suffers through it for him. Now, my problem with it is this lady has cancer. She's already suffering. So he feels as though it's admirable. These are his words now. He feels as though it is admirable for her to suffer even more while getting cancer treatment for him. Ian, the court junkie say, I went off on how people tried to petition Ms. Wanda off the show when the stuff she said / did was nothing compared to the vile bull-ish he said on Carlos King podcast. I said he should be fired immediately. He should, but Carlos King will never. He will never, because he supports abusive and toxic men. Okay? Always pay attention to that, ladies. Pay attention to who men support, and that'll tell you who they are. Lala says, not surprised at all on this it's on brand for that show. It definitely is, because these are real trash people. Yvette say Maurice actually proudly sat up there and said that crap out loud. He did. Girl, he said it with his full chest. With his full chest, he owned him. He owned it. He said it. Ian say it was admirable. It was the admirable that sent me. It sent me. It was admirable that she's willing to suffer while she's already suffering. Yeah, he should be concerned with her healing and not dying. Instead, I don't care if you dying. You better suffer for me. That's the only way I can admire you. I am unique. Say she literally fighting for her life, and all he can think about is when the next time he can. Oh, girl. With some head busters, we'll knock you out for the Lord. Yes, that's what we need right now. Where the head busters at? Because this is ridiculous. David say he's disgusting. I tried to watch this show, but it was trash. It is. Angel Gamer say, I cannot believe what he just said. We need money. We need sleep. We need air to breathe. We don't need. Right. And then it was the fact, okay, so talking about she don't desire it. So you're comfortable using her body that's already suffering when you know she doesn't desire to have relations with you. And she's faking it for you. And that's admirable. Baby, I can't take it. Nisi Rose say it's the selfishness, just terrible. He is an animal. That is a wild beast that needs to be put in a cage and housed underground. Oh, you a July 2nd girl. All right, girl. Dana Cutler say, I think they just saying that to get their likes back up and views back up because their ratings are really low. Negative attention is better than no attention. I don't believe that. I believe that he is absolutely saying exactly what he means. And you know what else, Dana? It's a lot of men just like that. There's men who walk out on their sick wives with cancer. The what's her name? What was her name? B. Smith. The man, she's sick, finna die. He moved in the woman he was sleeping with. Don't think he's saying that just for no show. That's how some of these men will do you. Ufoma says giving marital, you know what? Yes, that's exactly what it's giving, Ufoma. That's what it's giving. Auntie Eva say at one point he was stressing about relations twice a day, then raise his son, keep her house clean, etc. That's, oh God. Ian say, and then gonna try to justify it by saying I need sex, like Carlos needs mess. No, bull crap. You a grown man. The divine Miss M said he said she rolls over for him like a dog. Yes, yes, that's what he said. But let me tell y'all something. That's how some of these men really think. Some of them really think like that and really behave like that. D. Seratina said, I knew it was something about him I ain't like at first from season 1. He seemed to be hiding his behavior. I don't know about no season 1. I just know they're all trash. Marilyn say absolute disgusting. I don't watch that show no more. They are nasty. They're nasty. Yeah, he's serious, Cricket. That man ain't putting on. He dead serious. He sounds like Miss Mister period. Sure does. Sure does. Debbie said, I can't even listen to some of my favorite commentators break that show down. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I would not. I would not. Yeah, I can't, Debbie. It's not in my nature. Angel Gamer says, and Kimmy tries to convince us every week he's so different from the rest of them trash cans on there. Well, it sounds like maybe she's okay with the sewage behavior, Lala. Maybe that's what it is, because this was too much. King Sankara said he could have kept that suffer part. Really, it made it so much worse. It really did. It was the fact that he put suffer in there. She suffers through it. So you know she's suffering, and you're still comfortable doing that to her. Say them Scott brothers are disgusting along with Martell. Filth. It definitely climb on top and do his business. That's exactly what it's given. Yvette said that annoyed me when he compared Carlos like and mess to that. The way they both laughed got me. But you see what you said, that they both laughed. They both laughed. It wasn't just like he laughed and Carlos was like giving him the side eye or the bombastic side eye that he should have. Oh, no. He laughed right along with him because that was perfectly okay with him. He had no problem with what was being said. He had no problem with what was being said. So now let's get down to what I heard. Now, I don't watch this show, admittedly. I would never, admittedly. But I was told that this lady is already getting her chemo treatment, got ports in and everything. Is that so? If you're aware, put a 1 in the chat. Let me know. Is she really already getting her chemo treatments and stuff? Put a 1 in the chat if you don't mind. If you don't mind, because I just need to confirm this before I go off. Okay? Before I go off, confirm it for me. Somebody. Anybody who watches this farce. Okay. JD Rob says, yes, she's getting the treatment. David says, I'm here at work hot about this. They're discussing and Carlos King needs to find Jesus. What's sad is Jesus ain't even hiding. He don't want him. That's the problem. He don't want him because the Lord ain't never went into hiding. Not since he was a baby. And Herod was after him. You say what now? Say sound like he got married so he don't have to convince women to give him some while he dating. This way he gets it on the regular. Yeah, and he can just date the other women and wait for them to do it so he don't have to steal it. You right, you say what now? Ian the core junkie say there's no way I could take pleasure in my wife's suffering. Yep, but that man is a sadist. He ain't normal. Yet say what's sad is that this show is surviving strictly off black marriage struggling. Some people like to see black marriages struggle. They don't want to see happy black marriages. That disturbs them. Some of them because they're not married and they want to believe that marriage is bad so that way they can feel better about not having a partner. And then you have some people who are in terrible, miserable marriages and they want to make sure everybody's suffering just like them. And then you just got people, that just like to see miserable people. Sometimes that's just what it is. King St. Carl said Carlos is the same black man. Carlos is just taking what Maurice be given. Right. He's the exact same black man. He sure is. And now that y'all confirm what I heard, which is that this lady is already getting her chemo treatment, because I have a problem. Okay. It's the former say, yes, she cut her hair off on the show too. Oh, poor thing. I hate when ladies go through that. And shout out to my girl back home in Ocala, Keisha Smith, who went through her treatment for cancer, went into remission. I saw her on Facebook. She had her dress reattached. Sis, I just want to say, if you get a chance to pop in and see this video, I love you so much. I'm so happy to see that you have healed. You are still beautiful. And I'm so happy for your healing. And I'm happy that you got, yourself back to your normal and all that good stuff. And you are the bomb. I love you, your sister, your mama, your whole family, all y'all. You are everything. Okay. So it's rough when ladies go through that. And I hope I don't even know this lady, but I hope she pulls through it. Okay, so she done rung the bell already. Okay, bet. But this is why I'm finna go off. Okay? First of all, she's on radiation. Oh, God. This is horrible. First of all, let me say this. Y'all do know that stuff can irritate the mucosal lining in your mouth, different parts of your body. Like, it's not a simple thing that these people go through when they get these treatments. Okay? DS say when she told everybody on the reunion, she said she was going to start treatments. Oh, wow. Hey, Philly Joint. Hey, Toyonda. Say she done with it in the healing process. They say she's done with the chemo and about to start radiation. She ain't done yet. Hey, Queena. Happy Monday, girl. So let's just do what I like to do best, which is go straight to the facts, shall we? Let's go straight to the facts. Okay, my sis says chemo and radiation on the show. We saw it. Yes, ma'am. Saw it on the show. She had ice bags on her feet. Oh my God. Renee, thank you for the cash app. That's so sweet. And I'm gonna give it straight to whoever is buying the liquor because he need a drink. I am. That is so sweet. I love you, sis. You say what now? Says she's very articulate, intelligent woman. To be reduced to a poke hole for someone's sexual fulfillment have to leave her feeling empty and unfulfilled. But she is allowing this behavior. Let me tell you something. Him, I'm gonna drag, but her, it's time for an accountability session. Because Kimmy, my darling, you're not a child. You're a full-grown woman. You have the ability to say, I will not allow you to abuse me and mistreat me. You can be articulate and academically intelligent and lack common sense. Because it take common sense to know that you don't want a Negro treating you like a $2 crack hole. Yvette said it made me even more mad to watch because I lost my sister to cancer in April. So sorry, sis. And she struggled to the very end. They are not real men at all. At all. As my mama would say, breath and britches. Okay? Breath and britches. Hey, Southern Ivy. The advantages of having days when you can watch from home. Mm-hmm. Yep. Cricket say, what's so bad about Shanitra? She's a nurse. She should know about the chemicals. She's a nurse. No. See, oh. Whew. I'm gonna go to the facts. I'm not even gonna let it, Because see, this is making me mad. My silver diamond is in the house. Hey, gorgeous. Okay, so let's just talk about side effects. Okay, we're going to talk about the side effects. And this is coming from, a reputable site. Jesus. Just okay. Southern Ivy, thank you so much for the super chat, sis. I appreciate it. She said, when I watched the interview of what Maurice said, I was like, no, Kimmy's an RN. Wow. Okay. So let's just talk. Let's just talk. Okay. The side effects, shall we? Some people want to try to give me all the information that I don't want. Okay. Side effects of radiation therapy. This is really a lot. This is a lot. It's a lot. The most common side effect is fatigue, in part due to energy expended in replacing normal cells killed in the process. Okay. Hey, Miss True Kelly. The skin over the site of radiation may get red and or sore. There are other side effects which are site specific, just to the site. Development of a second cancer can be caused by the radiation therapy. Okay, it's uncommon, but it can happen. Okay. Let's talk about the sores and the fact that some of these people go and get chemo and radiation, hey star, and end up with sores and burns in their mouth, to the extent that while some people are getting treatment, they eat popsicles to try to alleviate the burning sensation in their mouths. Okay. This is horrible. And so this is just to give a slight idea of what these people are going through. This is sad. Not to mention the nausea, the blood clotting, the hair loss, all of these things. And this man is still wanting to climb on top of this poor woman. And she is foolish enough to allow him. Lala, thank you so much for the super sticker. Yeah, dark fingertips as well. Okay, so listen, you listening while driving, Star, be careful on that road, please. Okay, I just saw that. Yeah, it is enough to make you want to cry. It is, because I think we've all lost somebody to cancer. Cancer sucks. Okay, cancer pure sucks. So now let's get on to this Maurice character. First of all, I'm trying to get past the fact that he's sitting up there looking like, the great value LL Cool J. He's giving me real live beige Magilla Gorilla vibes. You real live too huge and your neck is missing. And you want to climb your big tail on top of this woman while her body is sore, while she's tired, while she's nauseated, while she possibly could have lesions in her mouth and soreness to her skin and possibly irritation to her mucosal lining in other places. And you want to jump up and down on top of this woman. And I heard that you're already cheating on the lady. So on top of the fact that she's going through everything that she's going through, you're not even considering the fact that her immune system is not what it used to be. And you out there hoeing around. We know you are, because once a hoe, always a hoe. Ain't a man, I've never known a man in my life to hoe one time. If you hoe once, you're hoeing every week. Let me tell it. And I ain't gonna never believe otherwise. Once a hoe, always a hoe. You gonna die a hoe, and your mammy was probably a hoe too. So now you bringing your filthy, disgusting body after you done laid up with your $2 hoes and your $40 jump offs to climb on top of this woman with a decreased immune system because of the treatment she's going through, because of a sickness that she didn't ask for. And you bringing your dirty, filthy self to climb on top of this lady. Now, you've been cheating all the while. Why the hell you can't keep cheating now? Why you can't keep sleeping out there? Get what you need from them whores. You ain't left them alone. So why you climbing on top of this woman, endangering her health? And let us further talk about the fact that women who go through stress at higher risk for cancer anyway. You probably the reason she had it. So Silver Diamond says she wants to please her husband so bad and doesn't want him to cheat in their marriage. He got me feeling like if she was on her deathbed, he would have cheated on her because he needs it so bad. Girl, he probably gonna screw somebody at her funeral. Because this Negro sounds like trash. Cheryl said, I take radiation and it's bad on my stomach and mouth. Hey, Lady E, what's up, Bookie? Hey, Miss Sparkle, y'all. It's our Mary Kay lady. Y'all need to holler at her. I'm just saying, this don't make no sense. You been a hoe. You gonna always be a hoe. Why you can't get what you need in the streets? Why you climbing on top of a sick woman with a lowered immune system, endangering her life? Ain't no telling what she could get from you, from the mangy dogs you out there crawling in the street with. Miss True Kelly say, didn't she try to clean up his statement? I don't care if she did. He said that one, sis. He said it with his full chest. And that's why I said it's got to be some accountability for her. You up here allowing this man to endanger your life because you want to hang on to him. And sisters, this is something we got to stop doing. The bottom line is being married does not define you to the extent that you got to hang on to a man that's killing you. This Negro is killing her. He don't care about bringing her diseases, germs, nothing. She ain't got the immune system to fight it off, and he still wants to make her roll over and climb on top of her. And she is allowing this man to kill her in the name of saying she kept a man. This is foolishness. Miss Kaiser Sose say, all I keep thinking, if something happened to him and she dump him in the tub like the movie, child, she ain't gonna dump him in no tub. She up here endangering her life just to lay up with this melon-headed nothing. He looked like a big ball of nothing. Ian the Core Junkie said, I said the same thing, Shanitra. He probably stressed her into that cancer. He probably did. Yes, he's a real weirdo. But you know, it's some men that got a kink about sleeping with sick women and dead women and comatose women and stuff. He probably one of them. Hey, Mimi said, I would have upped his life insurance. Sure woulda. And went and bought myself a drink and sat down somewhere and waited for him to kick the bucket. Toyonda say, Coleslaw said they were linebackers him and her brother had. I don't know who Coleslaw is, and I'm not sure what that means. You got to tell me better what that means, baby. I don't know what that one is. I'm just saying, this is disgusting. She got to do better. You can't wait on a man to respect you. You better respect yourself. You waiting on him. He don't care if you die. He probably the reason you sick, girl. You say what now? Say at his age, he have no self-control. He said he have to have it. Like, what would he do if she didn't take him off the market? Hate to run into him in the alley. Right. He one of them that would end up violating some poor woman or some poor young girl, like some of his other castmates. And his excuse would be he couldn't help himself. He had an urge that came over him. He was like the Hulk. He had to slam on the pavement behind a dumpster. This man is an abuser. And I said this before about this show and the fact that Carlos had these type of men on here and he is perfectly okay with it. Let me be clear. I don't care if a man is gay, straight, bi, if he thinks he's a stuffed animal, whatever he may think he is. Let's be very, very, very clear. Okay? Very. And I mean crystal clear. You'll know who he is by who he supports. Period. If they can support this type of behavior, this is who he is. Carlos King has shown us repeatedly who he is. See, people want to come on my show, have hissy fits, drop dead, and say all kind of weird, crazy stuff. Oh, I don't like him because he talking about my favorite on another show. Girl, I don't care nothing about that because I'm going to talk about your favorite on another show. This is the part that irritates me. that he can sit up and laugh and kiki with a man saying with his full chest that he abuses his wife? Because that's what I heard. Did y'all hear something different? Because that's what I heard. I mean, that's what I heard. That man, he owned it with his full chest. His full chest. He said it. He didn't even hide it. And Carlos sat up there laughing and keying. Laughing and keying. Yet say this should be canceled. This is not entertainment. But as long as somebody tune in, they're going to keep showing this garbage. Taffy Mocha said Kimmy was his side chick. He was married younger than her. She knew what was like. Yeah, I mean, I don't know nothing about this lady. I know what he's doing is disgusting, and I know she's allowing it. Maybe that's why she's allowing it. I knew a girl like that too. I did. She took my friend's husband. Well, didn't really take him. She cheated with him. Okay, let me tell y'all what happened. Well, I'm not watching none of the Love and Marriages. I was going to watch the one with Monique, and I just couldn't bring myself to. Because as much as I like Monique, Monique is boring, and I couldn't hang. Okay? Oh, Martell's mistress said that him and his brother were cheating on their wives with wide-bodied women. Oh, the women was linebackers. They were the wide-back girls. Okay, gotcha. They was like Robin Dixon. Okay, got it. So listen. Let me tell you what happened. How I know that what you're saying might be that this right here might be the issue, Taffy Mocha. Now, my good friend Sabrina, that the Lord took from us last year in June with complications from lupus. That was my good friend, my sister, for about 30 years. I loved her so much. I still love my sister, okay? But I'm going to tell you what happened, and I know she wouldn't care, okay, that I'm telling what happened because she didn't do nothing wrong. She married this man by the name of Sean. And so she had this other girl that she was friends with, Cindy. And Cindy was her friend. Cindy was in the wedding, okay? And the night before the wedding, Cindy slept with Brina's to-be husband at that time. She missed the whole bridal shower the night before party or whatever. Nobody knew where she was. She was with the groom, okay? And so she showed up. Her hair wasn't right or nothing at the wedding, but they made it work. So going on down the line, she finds out Cindy is then pregnant from her husband. So she started talking to Cindy's husband because Cindy was married, just because they wanted to compare notes. So they let them think they was messing around, just to hurt their feelings or whatever, stuff people do when they're young. Because this happened years ago. So anyway, my dear friend ended up pregnant from her husband, but she still left him. She put him out. And so he ended up with Cindy. Baby, let me tell you. Philly Joint, I'm telling you some real live Ocala gossip. Now, if you ready for the gossip now, I come from the hub of gossiping. That's why I'm so good at it. So, anywho, he ended up with Cindy. So once him and my friend was divorced, he married Cindy. Let me tell y'all, that was the worst thing could have ever happened to Cindy. It was the worst. It was the worst thing that could have ever happened to Cindy because that man cheated on her. He brought her diseases. He ended up big and fat with the sugar, lost his job, y'all. Then he went to working part-time somewhere. He drove her crazy. She ended up at the Vines at the crazy house for a stint. Then they finally let her come back home, and she hung on when everybody in town was like, why don't you leave this Negro? And I believe the same thing that happened to her may be happening to this lady if what Taffy Mocha's saying is correct. Because by the time a woman has jumped out there like that, everybody know you was going with somebody's husband and then he marry you, they be trying to hang on to save face because they don't want to feel like, oh my God, the same thing he did to her, he did to me. But y'all know Big Mama and them always said, how you get a man is how you lose him. And how I always say, what a man would do with you, he sure enough gonna do to you. Okay? Now, it's one thing if you don't know, but it's another thing when you know and you think it's cute because he doing it to somebody else. Okay? Now, let me see what my sister said on the phone. Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, she talking about what's going on. My sis say this lady actually waited 7 years for him and put his name on her house. The ink wasn't dry on the divorce barely. He made her quit nursing. She's an educated fool. Ooh, Kimmy. Kimmy, you dumb like that? Oh my. Carlos told a wife in her face that she wasn't enough when talking about the side chick. Oh yeah, Carlos supports all this behavior, child. Yep. Oh, hey Michelle Cochran. So really, that's really what it was. Philly John says she suffers from being the elder in the relationship. That ain't suffering from being no elder in no relationship. That ain't got nothing to do with being the elder. That's got everything to do with she was comfortable doing that with him to another woman. Now it's being done to her. But that still does not absolve him from any guilt. He is a disgusting animal. You climbing on top of a sick woman getting chemo and radiation. Toyana say Kimmy said she never was a side chick. I need proof she was. Well, I don't know if she was or not. I'm going by what y'all said because I ain't never watched this show. I'm never gonna watch this show. What he did was disgusting. If she was going with that woman husband, whether knowingly or unknowingly, that would make her that. So now was she or was she not? Because y'all saying she waited 7 years and the ink was barely dry on the divorce. So if the ink was barely dry on the divorce when she put the name on the thing and she was waiting on it, sound to me like somebody was side chicking or side sticking. Now something was going on. I am unique say he wanted her to quit nursing, but she didn't. Okay, I'm glad she didn't. I'm glad she didn't. But let me say this. I have noticed. You know what? Don't y'all come after me. But I have noticed it's been a few women that I know personally that have called themselves taking somebody's husband and they end up getting real sick. Now, I ain't accusing nobody of nothing. I'm just saying I've noticed that this has been a trend. They go taking people's husband and something real bad happens. So I don't know. I don't know nothing about this lady. Lala say some people feel the need to double and triple down on their wrongdoing. Yeah, sometimes they do. I ain't built like that. I'll repent quick. What? It's 11:11. If you in Central Standard Time, you better make a wish. Auntie Eva said, I never actually watched because everything on social media, but after this, I cannot support a show that only focuses on divorces, child abuse, and abuse of a sick person. Yeah, this is some sickness. She said they was married but not together. Yeah, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that, Michelle. Why are you going with somebody's husband? Ain't no excuse for that. Ain't no excuse for that. I didn't excuse it for Nene. I'm not excusing it. I didn't excuse it for Portia. I don't excuse it for nobody. What you doing going with somebody's husband? Michelle says she said they was married but not together. And say I believe Maurice lied to them both. It don't matter what that man said. At the end of the day, if you know he married, he can tell you anything he want to. I wouldn't care if he danced the jig butt naked with a sparkler coming out of his anus. If you know that man is married, let him tell whatever the hell story he want. Get away from him and tell him to holler at you when he got some divorce papers. When he got them disillusion of marriage papers, then he can come holler at you. If you in that man face, you dead wrong. Hey, Latavia, how you doing, Bookie? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Carlos King, you got to do better, baby, because your slip is hanging. Your slip is hanging, and we see it. Okay? I'm unique. Say, ooh, Shanitra, that happened at a church I used to go to. And right now that man lives in the hospital. I'm telling you, God don't like ugly, and he ain't crazy about pretty. Okay? Catherine says she wasn't. The ex and Maurice both signed, and they were waiting for the judge. The ex wanted to reconcile, but Maurice didn't. I don't know. If she was going with that man and he was still married, I'm not buying it. She should have waited till the papers was there. Hey, gossip news. Okay, this is the scholar in our midst. Okay, Michelle say I agree. Kimmy told that the melody, so that makes her the side chick. It show giving side chicken and side sticking to me. Period. Point blank. If you know that man, somebody still got papers on him, you wait till they don't. Don't play yourself. M. Guerrero say, right, I agree that dating somebody's husband ain't it. It is never it. Never it. I mean, that's what, I don't care what they said, Catherine. If he was still on paper with another woman, she should have waited till he wouldn't. Period. Divine Miss M say women do your homework. Marriage licensing and resolutions are public record. They show off. It ain't nothing to call down to the courthouse or to go down to the courthouse, the family civil, and get a copy of them records and find out what the truth is. Because see, I feel like women know how to turn into detectives and super sleuths when they need to. And the fact that you don't do that is because you don't want to prove nothing. You want to take his word because you want to lay up with that nigga. Period. Point blank. Ain't no, oh, I didn't know. You didn't want to know because you wanted to lay up with it. But I did notice it's quite a few other women's that go and be going with people's husbands end up getting sick. I'm just saying. I'm not accusing nobody of nothing. I'm just pointing out a pattern that I have noticed. That's right, Gossip News. Never date a married man. Leave people's husbands alone. It ain't safe. It ain't safe. It ain't safe. Miss Gigi say, hey, everybody. Oh, you listening and cleaning? Say, ain't no excuse for a married woman / man to be having no affair. Show me the papers or keep it pushing. Legally separated ain't it either. Show ain't. What you mean legally separated? Nuh-uh. You're lying. The truth ain't in you. Fix your mess. Nisi, you seen that pattern too? Girl, I seen that pattern. I know another one back home. Took that woman husband. And the lady who husband she took just happened to be a praying woman. And that woman didn't remarry. And she kept right on praying and claiming that was her husband. That is I'm waiting. I'm praying. I'm believing God. I'm going to stay by myself. If he don't come back, I say, you crazy as hell because I wouldn't have did it. But she did. And that man never got paperwork. And that woman that he left his wife for ain't been nothing but sick. That girl that had numerous surgeries. They can't fix her some kind of defect in her head. They done had to replace part of her skull with a piece of metal, a plate. I say, oh, God. Listen, y'all, just be careful out there. Don't be out there thinking because the world do it that you might better try that. I don't suggest you do that. Because you don't know whether that woman is a praying woman or not. She be done went to God on you and disorganized your whole life. Just leave that mess alone. Catherine Bennett said, exactly. My friends will pull paperwork the second they get the last name and date of birth. Mm-hmm. That's what you're supposed to do. Pull it. Because we go dig up anything else we wants to dig up. If you ain't dug it up, it's because you don't want it. So Yonda say Love and Marriage Detroit seems toxic for black families. You right about Carlos Kane by the looks of that show. I'm telling you, he's pushing some real sick stuff. That's right. Angel Gamer say staying single out here. Want a long life. You might want to be careful. If you mess around and go bother somebody's husband and that helper know how to pray and see what happened. You say your ex-best friend did that? You better leave them people husbands alone. Yeah, a married person is not somebody else's blessing. It sure ain't. I promise you that. Michelle Cochran said, just like Maurice lied about them linebackers, and there was a photo receipt. Remember, I've never trusted him. I've never seen the linebackers. Y'all keep telling me about these little Roberts that he had. I don't know nothing about them. So look, that's what had happened. I needed y'all opinion. Now we got to check in on Sister Katie. Okay. We got to check on Sister Katie. Sister Katie is not doing okay. Okay, now I'm not going to put her on the sick and shut-in list, but we got to check on Sister Katie. Let me get a couple more comments before we transition to the next topic. Miss Sparkle say, I know a female that married my best friend's husband, had a baby, and the baby died at 4 months. Girl, bad stuff be happening. It be happening. Hey, Helga Pataki, pretty picture. What a gorgeous girl. And I love the name reference from Hey Arnold, okay? And he went online talking to Carlos about how he still had sex with her. That's exactly what we talking about. Say, ma'am, you got what you got because of what you participated in. Woo, girl, you better say a word today. You better say a word today. Say, ain't your mama taught you what ain't yours? Keep your hands off. Child, I be wondering. I was wondering who raised some of these women. I don't be knowing who raised them, girl. I don't know. I know how Emily raised me. I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. But let's transition to Sister KB. You're welcome, pretty girl. All the pretty girls find their way to this porch. I don't know what it is. I think I have a pretty magnet. And so all of the ladies that come over here are just gorgeous for no reason. I just have no idea. I don't know what y'all, drinking or eating, okay? Or what sort of, magical concoctions y'all are taking. But all of the pretty women end up over here on this porch. I just don't know what that's about. I don't. So let's talk about Sister K. Tasha K is behaving like she's not okay, y'all. It's looking like she's not okay. Okay? Lord, my friends say Tasha K live on the sick and shut in list. Bless her. She won't stop the lies, but she holding out hope for Tasha. I don't want to put on the sick and shut in list because I don't think she's shut in. She one step from the sick and shut in list. Something's going on. Say Tasha K mind don't stop for no red lights. It's just gone. So, y'all, I'm starting to feel like now I'm getting a sneaking suspicion. And I do mean a sneaking suspicion that Tasha done cracked her dozen of eggs. Say I use beauty face mask for my flawless skin. Y'all using something. Everybody's so pretty over here. I just don't understand what's going on. Hey, Allure Curie. Is that Allure Curie? You painting and listening. I like it. I like it. Another pretty girl on the porch. Okay. So I got a sneaking suspicion that she done cracked her dozen of eggs. I think so. And the reason I think so is because ever since Cardi B won that settlement against her for them $4 million, that's a lot of money, by the way. I might have cracked my dozen of eggs after that. But again, I repeat, I wouldn't have never went and lied on nobody. Y'all know I don't lie no lying on this porch. We ain't doing no lying on nobody. If you ain't got no evidence, you don't know about it, you don't know firsthand or from a good, you know what I'm saying? You say what you heard. Don't go out here spreading stuff. Oh, this is true, that is true. Y'all know people done got mad at me because they came over here wanting me to lie on people, and I don't do it, and I don't allow it. You can't even get on my screen or in my chat and lie on nobody. Say you heard X, Y, and Z. Don't just say people doing X, Y, and Z because we don't know that. You understand what I'm saying? We don't know that. So that's what she did. Say she scrambled her eggs. Yeah, she might be scrambled them. I don't know if they sunny side up, over light, over easy, scramble hard. Well, the IRS heat might be on her, but I'm saying her behavior is looking unhinged. So she done decided she is now going after Sukihana. Why is you bothering with Destiny? Now, why are you bothering with Destiny? So let me head on over to the Twitter. Okay, let's go to the Twitter. Let's go to the Twitter. So we can see what it is, what didn't happen. What it is, what it is. So apparently, Tasha K, took it on herself to start speaking on Sukihana. Now, why she did was the question. And it appears that it's possible, more likely than not. You see how I did that? That's how you be careful. Make sure you don't lie on nobody. It's more likely than not. It appears that she went after this girl simply because she feels like she has an association with Bill Khalees, with Cardi B. Okay. So she made some statement about Suki and what she's doing and how she's doing what she's doing. Um, and we're gonna talk about Peter Thomas on this rent money too. Don't think Peter's off the hook. Peter with the good skin. I like Peter with the good skin, but we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about this just a little bit. Yes, we are. So apparently she decided that she was gonna make comments about Sukihana. Now, Suki um took offense to that. Suki took offense. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Tasha responded and said, I never reported on you on my show until you did the degrading BS. Stop playing victim. Ain't nobody bullying you. Yes, you are. I'm simply asking you to respect yourself and want for yourself in this industry. Want for yourself in this industry that's playing in your face. That girl put you in her video. She does whole culture music. Ask her to co-sign you instead of heading to the projects of Chicago to co-sign somebody we don't know or won't. Get your bag, Suki. Stop letting them play in your face. Okay. Suki's response to this. Tasha K. Wait, actually, no. This was I think this went first. I may have it out of order, y'all. Hey, Kalila. She said, Tasha is targeting me because of Cardi. We all know it. I realized that when I asked her, could she leave me alone? But she said, go ask that B, Cardi, for a feature. This is deeply rooted. She also said, Cardi doesn't owe me anything. Nobody is forced to do a collab with me. I have dreams just like everybody else, and I'm doing great, working to achieve them. You hate that I degrade myself, and she put that in quotations, but all you do is degrade and break down Black people all the time. Black artists, families, influencers, even putting gay rumors on Black pastors, but you want to pull that Black card when it's convenient. You can't fool me. You don't give a dang about us, okay? Tasha K then says, at Suki, the difference between me and you is IDGAF, signed Miss Coke Sniff. But my opinion of you still stands. You are living beneath who you are. I'm sorry it triggered you so much, but it's the truth. I'm done. Keep tweeting. It's great for my numbers. Just don't spend 5 years tweeting like Miss Fly Like a Bird and fumble your album over somebody else's opinion that won't change. How's she gonna now? When you elevate, I'll be the first to elevate my opinion of you. As if that girl needs that. Tasha tried to say that it was a lie that she didn't go after her because of Cardi. I believe she did because I believe she's obsessed, and I'm gonna show my evidence. She said lies. I said, why don't you ask Cardi for a feature to help boost you in the mainstream? She has the numbers to do it. Cardi and I's beef long extends you. What enabled me to get in your A was when you let them dirty so-and-sos walk you like a dog on all fours as a dark-skinned woman. Tasha, you don't stand for women, baby. You go after abuse victims and all, male and female. You don't care. You don't care nothing about that. That young man that accused Larry Reed and told a very compelling story, you supported him. But it's plenty of ladies who've been sexually abused, Tasha, and you didn't support them at all. And you definitely ain't here for dark-skinned Black women. Like, girl, cut it. Cut it. Just cut it. Now, first things first, she does have an issue, and you might not have been reporting, but you definitely had your assistant out there at Shay Johnson baby shower trying to poke with Suki and got what she was looking for, because she gonna ask her about her song about eating booty and how do you feel about it, and the kids, and what do you think about the kid. Suki's music is not for children. And so when Sukihana took the mic and then proceeded to repeat her lyrics very loudly on that ignorant heifer and walked off, personally, I think her name is Chelsea, I laughed. Tickled the hell out of me. It really did. It really and truly did. And what Suki put on her Twitter, what she said on yesterday, the year of our Lord, July 2nd at 8:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, was that you feel like you better than people because of the momentum that you have and because you're married. So you try to police people. But let's be serious. You don't ring bells if you're not talking about one person. Aren't you married to a man that you hold his green card over his head to maintain? You got about a 400 credit score because you want to ruin your future degrading somebody else. Please don't tell me what to do. Manage your own life is what she had to say. Tasha K then goes live to let people know that she does her credit score is at 664. Okay, she said I'm not at 400, I'm at 664. Tomato. Okay, and she say she say she looking for somebody. This is what she said in the neighborhood talk comments, that she looking for somebody to add her to their credit cards to boost it back up to 7. But that ain't even why I said it's giving obsessed with Cardi. And I do believe Suki. I don't believe Destiny's stupid at all. I believe Suki is on point. Hey, Tiffany J. You know, snuck in the back door. I see you. I believe her because, and I'm going to tell you why I believe her. So, the same neighborhood talk just happened to post an excerpt of Cardi at Paris Fashion Week. I feel like she killed it. She killed it. Her designer killed it, honey. They had her up here looking like, vintage Paris. I mean, the heifer, she's a fashion girly. Always has been. She always be on point. The fact that she can keep her weight down and get in them clothes is what saves her life, because she be doing her thing. Next thing you know, Tasha K is in the comments. That's why I say I think she done cracked her dozen of eggs. She in the comments, y'all, on the neighborhood talk. The neighborhood talk is where she's at, in the comments. And the first thing that she could think to do was to comment and say, okay, Barty, come through with the fly like a bird fit in Paris. Put some respect on my boss's name. Weird. Just weird. Just weird. She had another comment. I don't know whether she took it down because I don't see it no more, but I screenshotted it because, people like to pretend like they didn't say what they done said. I be paying attention. Okay. Then she said, she looks good and I'm glad she's working on her purpose. I elevate my opinion when the girls elevate. She don't belong online arguing with peasant bloggers like myself when there are real bads to make. Hashtag fly like a bird, Barty. It's something weird going on with Tasha. Y'all check on her. Check on your sister, because something ain't right. Something ain't right. Okay. Now, something else that I saw that I need to bring y'all attention to, but yeah, y'all check on her, because I don't know whether she's obsessed with this girl, whether she's lost her mind. I'm not sure what has taken place, but something has definitely happened. Something's happened. Now, y'all, I want to throw this in too. Let's pivot back. Hey, Dora. Girl, I gotta call you. How you been doing? You say lying, cheating, and stealing got consequences that'll put your butt in a sling. Tasha K should have never missed that good opportunity to shut up. At this point, she about to tick off a statue. Oh, wow. Okay. You say her cheese has definitely slid off her cracker. Yeah, she done lost it, calling that girl her boss. But we got to pivot back to this Maurice situation. Why y'all ain't tell me Dennis McKinley, the hot dog king, talking about he want to fight Maurice Scott if he got $20,000 after his interview? He said his interview with Carlos Kane was disgusting, and showed the inbox where he told Maurice, let's box for charity, hashtag cancer, 20K put up on both sides. I'll get sponsors to match 100K for charity. And Maurice answered back, let's discuss the full details. So Dennis wants to go box him off this interview. But Dennis McKinley, you're not anybody to worry about a man being disgusting, sir. You are disgusting. And mind you, while we talking about Dennis McKinley, y'all know he is another person that Tasha K lied on. I don't like him, but she lied on him too. She did. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She lied on him too. But moving right along, I guess congratulations are in order for Angela Renee White, Miss Black China is what y'all used to call her. She is not going by her government, Miss Angela Renee White. She got her an honorary degree. Honorary. Not she went to school and earned it. She has an honorary degree. Okay? And I believe, that's nice and everything. But I also believe that it would be nicer if you would actually go and earn a degree. I don't mean no harm, but it would be nice if she did. And y'all know I try to be supportive when it comes to her because she didn't have a great start. Okay, we see, what she went through. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. We see what Black China done went through, and so she didn't have a great start. The honorary degree, in my opinion, is a great start, but I would like to see her go and get an actual degree. I would like to see her do that and actually go earn one. I think that would do great for turning her life around. Okay. Hey, Jacqueline Brooks. Yeah, she said he was sleeping with dogs. Portia liable to jump on and whoop some of anybody. Y'all know Portia kind of slow a little bit. A little bit. Helga say Tasha is angry having to pay Carter that money, so she messing with her. She gonna use Carter to make the money she needs to pay her back. Tasha is good and crazy, but she's innovative. It's innovative, but she need to. I don't know, Helga. I don't know. I feel like I want to think that maybe at first that's what I was thinking. I'm gonna be honest. I was thinking that at first. I'm like, oh, she just being silly and grandstanding and cutting up and drawing attention. She gonna get a couple quarters and like that. But the more I watch this thing, Helga, I'm 1 second from putting her on the sick and shut in list. She almost there. Now, I ain't put on there yet. But I'm just saying I'm almost to put her on the sick and shut in list because something ain't right here. So something ain't right. Now, I can't put my finger on it, but something ain't right with this. Okay. You say, oh, she gave a donation. They gave us some sheepskin paper. Go off, China. I mean, that's nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's bad at all. I just feel like I would like to see her, for her, not for us, for her, like prove to herself, like, I can stand anywhere. Like, I would love to see her do that, straight up. Now, y'all, did I mention what happened at the BET Awards? Because I wanted to touch on this really, 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 really quickly. I did. I do. I did and I do. What else did I tell y'all we was going to talk about today? Because it was something else. Y'all know my mind bad, and I don't have my notebook in front of me. And without my notebook, y'all know I'd be struggling. My brain will lose stuff. But did I mention about what happened over there to the BET Awards? Say my downtime is over. Okay, girl. Well, we'll catch you next time. Philly John say, who giving out honorary doctorates? Where's mine? I have a bachelor's. Well, you got to donate some money, baby. You got to donate some money. Yeah, TK is not governing herself accordingly at all. Oh, yeah, Peter. Thank you, Queena. We got to talk about Peter and this money. Peter owe a whole bunch of money, and it's a lot to the story. Okay? Helga said the only thing is that Tasha don't know when to stop, but anybody will go crazy having to pay $4 million. That's what I said. Baby, listen. That's what Auntie said. Auntie said that because, Sugar, you tell me I owe $4 million. I'm liable to break the whole carton of eggs myself. I might buy a whole case of eggs and just drop them in the driveway. Because what the hell am I supposed to do if I owe you $4 million? You better call Jesus. Jesus paid it all. I ain't got $4 million. I ain't got it. Ain't no use in me fooling with you. Ain't no use. Y'all put a pin in Peter because I ain't forgot him. But we got to talk about what happened to the BET Awards, okay? And this one for the church folks. So I don't want y'all to be mad. I don't really care if you get mad, but I don't want y'all to be mad at me because I'm not the one that did it. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Let me see if I can pull. I probably ain't gonna be. I should be able to put. I don't know. Let me see if I can pull this up. Because I actually. Yeah. Let me see if I can pull this up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all put a pin in Peter. Because I'm coming back for him. Oh, yes. In the words of Lil' Kim, I came back for you. I'm coming back for you, Peter. Oh, yeah, Peter with the good skin. Coming back for you, Peter. All that money you owe them peoples. I don't even know how you got the nerve to owe them peoples all that money. That's too much of money. That's too much. I'm not brave enough to owe nobody that kind of money. That's all. Well, that's not bad as what Tasha K owes, but that's still a lot of money. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. So I'm gonna play this, but I can't play the sound, y'all, because I ain't got time for no copyright mess. But I want y'all to see something. Oh, I need y'all to see this. Why my computer went black? Okay. Okay, I'm about to share the screen because you have to see this for yourself. Oh yes, Helga. Yes, Helga, I am. See, Helga, I love you. I just met you, and you are fast becoming one of my favorite nieces. Oh yes. Oh yes. That was Auntie finna show. Yes, niece, it was on another level of ignorant. It was on another level of ignorant. So we're gonna share this screen with the sound off. I don't want no copyright, but I want y'all to see something. Mm-hmm. Let me make sure everybody, we all looking at the same thing. Let me know if we ain't looking at the same thing now. Let's make sure we all here. All right. Y'all seeing this? Now look right here. Right in the aisle. That is Dr. Bobby Jones and Mr. Marvin Sapp. Dr. Jones looks horrified. Yes, he does. Mm-hmm. Dr. Jones look how he looked forward. He looked like, I can't believe what I'm just seeing. Marvin Sapp looked like he is shook up. All of them. And Sexy Red is out there telling them her booty hole is brown. Oh, yes. That's what she telling them. Y'all can't hear the sound because I ain't got time for no copyright. But Sexy Red is telling the people that her booty hole is brown. And I don't even know the right name of this song, but this is the Booty Hole Brown song. Oh, yes, Queena, the girl say her booty hole is brown. That's what I heard, and that's what I remember clearly, that her booty hole was brown. Okay? I'm going to let this just stay on repeat so y'all can get a good look at this. Oh, yes. Hey, Virgin Love. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. That's what she said. That is what she said. Booty hole brown. Mm-hmm. And I want y'all to be looking at this when I say what I got to say, because I got to get it off my mind. And see, Miss Kiki said that this was embarrassing in front of Dr. Bobby Jones and Marvin Sapp. That's one way to look at it. That ain't the way I'm looking at it. But yeah. Hey, CD. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Say, does she have a stack of money? Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Because, you know, she from the hood and they wouldn't have it no other way. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't have it no other way. Mm-hmm. That's right. Mm-hmm. See, I wasn't embarrassed, Nisi. I wasn't. No. Mm-mm. What in the filth, flying filth? Oh, it's just what they signed up for. Oh no, y'all want to tell her this is unacceptable? No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna get all y'all comments before I let loose and let have, and then we gonna move on to Peter with the good skin and all this money he owed them peoples. Queen of Hearts KS say had poor Bobby trying to grab his pearls. Sure did. Oh, he looked shooketh. Miss MO1 say just jumping to catch the live back from the cottage with the fam. How you doing, girl? Mm-hmm. Oh no, but these the children that we let come up. These children ain't just sprung up out the pavement. Somebody gave birth to them and raised them, a half raised them, or not at all. These children are a product of what the hell we put out. Okay, now we gonna say that first because I'm gonna tell y'all what the Lord love, and that's the truth. Okay, so now, oh yeah, Quinn, I bet he was over there singing "Take Me to the King." He couldn't believe what he was looking at. Oh yes, mm-hmm. Yeah, it's coming. And Judgment Day is almost right here. If you can't tell we in the last days, I don't know what to tell you. But let me tell you what I think about this mess. This one's for the church people. Okay, this is for the church Negroes in attendance. Mm-hmm. We tried to tell y'all. Yes. When I say we, I'm talking about us traditionalists. We tried to tell y'all way back when y'all wanted to try to commercialize and make worldly stuff acceptable in the church and in the Christian community. Yes, we did. I'm going to stand on that. I don't care. Throw your church fans at me. It don't matter. Take off your church hat and fling it at me like a frisbee if you want to. We tried to tell y'all standards have to be maintained. When everybody said, hey, y'all, don't be coming in here with your knees out. Cover your knees, okay? It's a slippery slope. If you show your knee, you're stripped naked. I used to think mom and them was crazy when they said stuff like that, but it's the truth. Hey, don't come in here with your arms out showing your cleavage. Hey, it's a slippery slope. Don't be wearing pants in there, gripping your body, showing your body, trying to tempt the men and stuff. Just because the world do it don't mean we do it. It's supposed to be a line in the sand that we don't cross, and we kept being habitual line steppers. Okay, next thing you know, they went bringing the world music in the church. They want to play blues music in the church. They want to get R&B stuff, change a few words and call it gospel. And if we said, hey, us traditionalists said that's not appropriate. That is not God's music. It was not inspired by the Holy Ghost. Why are y'all calling that the gospel? The gospel means good news. Jesus ain't got nothing to do with this. Y'all told us to shut up. That's old fashioned. Y'all said shut up. That's old fashioned. Don't nobody want to hear that. That's what y'all did. Then we kept saying it's a slippery slope. This mess gonna get out of control. We tried to say that you ain't supposed to be selling gospel music. It ain't for sale. It's not an industry. Where was Dr. Bobby Jones every Sunday putting on a shiny suit, hopping around the stage, singing all the little bluesy commercial bull crap, selling it on the BE and the T with his ultra perm men and his shiny suits? But look where it landed in. You landed to the BET Awards next to the booty hole brown girl. Now he's sitting up here looking horrified, like he done landed in the seventh circle of hell. He thinking he done seen Satan himself climb out that girl booty hole. She up here in a bikini with a cheap wrap around her waist, look like she got it pure from Rainbow, escorted there by Luther Campbell, Uncle Luke himself. Mr. Doodoo Brown himself escorted her there where she could be in the aisles holding a stack of money to her ear, screaming to the top of her lungs that her booty hole is brown while the crowd is chanting it with her. And Dr. Bobby Jones got a front row seat, him and Marvin Sapp. See, this right here is proof that when you are not living like you're supposed to be living, and you want to put on this cloak of fake piety, that your fruit is going to tell on you. Your fruit told on you, Dr. Bobby Jones, because look where you ended up. Had you been in the right, there's no way you could have told me you'd have ended up in the same place, not 5 feet from a girl screaming that her booty hole was brown in a bikini, while everybody roused about you was chanting it with her, and the person on the other side of Marvin Sapp was recording her with his phone. Oh, this is where you end up. This is where you end up. Serene said, y'all remember the song Drop It Low for Jesus? All that mess. Girl, I remember back when Al Green first said he was a preacher and started bringing all that blues music up in the church. See, that's how far back I go. That's how far back your girl go. And us traditionalists been saying for the longest, leave the world out the church. It's the reason. If you make the world just like the church, ain't nobody gonna know the difference. And look where Dr. Bobby Jones ended up, next to the booty hole brown girl. Helga say this the result of not chastising these kids. This what happens when you ease God out. Yeah, and also when you ease Satan into God's program, this is what happens. You end up next to booty hole brown. See, this is what happens. This is what happens. Queen will say, I can't. I'm telling the truth. Now he's sitting up here next to booty hole brown, thinking he done seen Satan himself crawl out in a bikini. Uh-huh. Oh, yes. Ain't no good news in secular music, but they kept bringing it in, talking about it's gospel. Bobby Jones supported all that bull crap. He supported the world, and now the world has landed 5 feet from him in a bikini, screaming that her booty hole is brown. I don't care nothing about that. We talking about church Negroes right now. I'm not studying them people in the world right now. This one is for the church Negroes. Miss Parker, you remember when Al Green did that? That was the beginning of the end. That was the beginning of the end, because people started making excuses and they ain't stopped making them yet. They ain't stopped making excuses yet. Hey, Vanessa. Yes, baby. Rainbow Couture. Rainbow Couture. You got to have some standards. Look where it landed in. Look where it landed in. Cynthia Gross says Taylor Swift can make millions keeping her dignity, but black people and women oversex. Child, please. Ain't nobody oversexualized that girl. That's what the hell she wanted to do. Ain't nobody forcing these black girls to take off their clothes. They stripping naked and doing their thing because they want to. Granny ain't granny no more, because Granny going to church and they darn near twerking in the church house now, because when us traditionalists said leave the world out the church, y'all told us to shut up because we was old-fashioned. And now look where Dr. Bobby Jones has landed, next to the booty hole brown girl. Okay, that's where she landed. That's where he landed, right there. Yep, they don't even respect God. But this is what you asked for. It's a slippery slope. We tried to tell y'all. Nobody would listen. Nobody would listen. Debbie say, I'm laughing every time you say booty hole brown. That's what the girl said. Now, in the chat, now tell Debbie I'm telling the truth. I'm not lying on that girl. Ain't that what she said? Wasn't she up there screaming, hollering about her booty hole was brown? That's what she said. I heard her. Vet say blurred lines. Hello. They wanted to blur the lines, and now the line's so blurred you can't see that mug, like it's been completely erased. And Dr. Bobby Jones is right next to booty hole brown. There you go. You heard they twerking for Jesus. Jesus ain't asked nobody to shake their butt cheeks at him. Ufoma say they didn't hear you though. They don't hear you. They don't hear me. They still talking about other stuff, and I'm telling it just like it is. Hey, Wani, how you been, boo? I'm just saying, let him be a fence. That's right. Yeah, she had Luke escort her there, child. She showed up with Mr. Doodoo Brown himself. Miss Gigi said, when you keep moving that goalpost to please everybody, this is what you get. Exactly. They kept moving that goalpost. And now what passes for the church in most cases is so worldly and so corrupt that you can't tell the difference. And you got Satan folks talking about, see, all the Christians, because see, the church is dirty. No, the church done got this. Some of these churches done got not just dirty, muddy, and filthy because they keep letting the world in. It's supposed to be a line, and you ain't supposed to cross it. Thank you, Miss MO1. I knew I was telling the truth. Booty hole brown is what that girl said. She said her booty hole was brown. I heard her. D. Saratina said, I remember when the elders got mad at Bobby Jones when he started being worldly with them shiny suits. I'm one of them. We all said this ain't nothing but worldly mess. He out here being showy and putting on, trying to be famous and trying to make money off God. Everybody, all of us traditionalists said this is worldly, this is sinful, this is demonic, and here's the proof. Now he's sitting up here shocked, all to be dang. Something is telling me he one of them people that's gonna be told by God, depart, because I don't know you. Helga said he needed to see what he had a hand in. Hello. Now you gotta watch and smell her twerk air. Deal with it. There you go. There you go. You're gonna have to watch and smell the twerk wind. There it is. There it is. He had a hand in this. All that mess had a hand in weakening the resolve of the church. And when the resolve of the church got weakened, the world got stronger, and now everybody crying. Don't cry now. Y'all wanted us to shut up. Everybody wanted us to be quiet, and now look at you. Booty hole brown. Y'all can holler about an absentee father all you want to. The absentee was the fact that y'all wanted our Father God out of the picture. That's the problem. When you move God the Father, everything else is gonna crumble, and that's what these Negroes wanted to do. They wanted God gone. They wanted His standards gone. They wanted His laws and His statutes gone. And so once you got God the Father out the way, then everybody else can run amok. Yeah, Bobby Jones, your slip showing. Show is now you up here next to Booty Hole Brown clutching your pearls. Hey, Miss G girl, say the only thing missing was Kurt Franklin and his crew on stage dancing. Yep, they should have been twerking to the Booty Hole Brown. Him and his whole crew, because I seen him up there winding his hips not long ago. This right here is why people don't respect God's program, because you participate in mess that lands you next to Booty Hole Brown. Lands you right next to Booty Hole Brown. So the next time that you want to say you a Christian out your mouth on Monday, and then on Tuesday you saying something else, just remember Booty Hole Brown, because that might be where you land. The Christians wasn't walking her with the dog chains. That's what she chose to do. But what I'm saying is, what we're seeing is a result of people deciding that they wanted God the Father gone. That's all I'm saying. I had to point that out. That Dr. Bobby Jones. No, don't clutch your pearls now, Bobby. Go put on one of them shiny suits and get up there and twerk with her. That's what you do. Miss MO1 said when Kurt Franklin started using secular bass lines and music and singing gospel over it, remixing cameos candy over gospel lyrics and playing it in church, people dancing like they was in the club. Sure was. And a lot of us traditionalists say, hey, this is not gospel. This is not the Lord's music. God ain't pleased. Lord don't approve of this. Everybody told us to shut up. They told us to shut up. So I just had to point that out. I couldn't let that slide. No. Hey, Booty Hole Brown. There you go. Matter of fact, I hope he had a moment of clarity like, oh my God, I messed up and this is where I landed. But something tells me he didn't. But if it worked for him, then I say let Sexy Red go on a nationwide tour, stopping off across the street from every church, just to let them know this is where y'all gonna end up, Booty Hole Brown. Okay, moving right along to Peter Thomas. Peter with the good skin, what I call him. Okay, Peter has got a little bit of a money problem. You know, Peter always got a money problem, you know. Shout out to Peter. He got good skin, though. He got good skin. Yes, Lord. Peter Thomas. Wow. So, apparently, this is rough. Peter owes $422,000 for rent down to the bar. They say he done failed to make a total of 10 payments. Apparently, he was behind last year sometime. Hey, Vintage 1970. Hey, Toffee Mocha said they're stomping in the church and stomping in the club. Yep, because it's the same thing now. Vintage 1970 said that's part of the reason why we in the mess we in. No God and no moral compass. Right. Once you ain't got God, you ain't got no moral compass. Bianca say, not Booty Hole Brown. What did I come into? We talking about the fact that Dr. Bobby Jones of Dr. Bobby Jones Gospel was 5 feet from the Booty Hole Brown girl looking like he had seen Satan. He looked like he thought he saw Beelzebub himself. Okay? And I hope that he had a moment to think about how he ended up in such a place. So apparently Peter Thomas owed it money for rent for Bar 1 Miami. Over $200,000 is what I read. And that he made an agreement to pay the money, so they ended up not putting him out. And this is a lot. And that he had agreed not to bounce no more checks, and said he did end up bouncing checks anyway. And after he ended up bouncing the bouncing of the checks, that I guess he was replacing them. But But anyway, now he is in debt again to the tune of $422,000 for rent, and the people is suing him for eviction. They're suing him for eviction. This is not nice. This is the Bentley Bay Retail Company. Okay, they own the property, and they said it wasn't even last year. I think it was before. I think 2020. They say they worked out a deal for that one over the unpaid payments back in 2020. So, but he ended up in trouble again in 2023. Okay. Now, the $270,000 that he owed last time, they came to an agreement and a settlement. He agreed to pay the money, and they said that if any checks was returned insufficient, that the deal would be void. Apparently, they didn't do that though. They say he done submitted various payments that was returned for NSF on July 22nd, July of 2022, August of 2022. So from 2020, he didn't get in trouble again in 2022, starting in July. So he got in trouble in July 2022, August 2022, September 2022, October 2022, and March of 2023. Okay, so 5 times he done had NSFs. They were supposed to void that first agreement after the first one. They gave him all of these opportunities to get himself together. Peter was unable to do so. So it looked like he did all right from October until March, and he did another one in March, and I guess they said to hell with it. They had a right to get him before then. But they say the $422,000 is for rent, outstanding utility charges, other costs, and sales taxes. Okay, they say he was notified in October that he was in default. Okay, so basically he messed up July, August, September, and October. They told him he was in default in October, and I guess he submitted another bad check in March. But they gave him umpteen times. Y'all see, they could have been, dropped the hammer on him, but they gave him a chance to just pay the money. The new lawsuit was filed that month. However, the company said the case was delayed after he started negotiation talks. So they were still going to give him a chance to pay this money. They say the negotiation was unsuccessful. Now they just want him out of the location immediately. Just get out because you can't pay us. He was sued in another lawsuit over another restaurant he was planning to open. Dang. And then because last year they said that he was gonna open an upscale supper club called Society One. Society One. He was gonna spend $3 million on that project. Peter, you overextending yourself. He got good ideas, and I heard his place is nice, but he's overextending himself. Peter's not telling himself the truth with this. You can't do he has great ideas, but I don't think he's gonna be able to execute what he wants to execute. Okay. And over that Society One, the company sued him over unpaid rent. So he wasn't even able to start that one. But he said that they breached the lease because they never even gave him access to the location. And he had to hand over the keys. Simple as that. I don't know. So, y'all pray for Bruh Thomas, Bruh Peter with the good skin, because it looked like it's some money trouble going on. I don't know what's going on with Peter, but it looked like Peter always got something happening. But I guess that be like that. When you a business person, you always doing something. It's gonna always be something happening. I don't want to beat him up too bad, but Peter, you got to get your money together. Focus on one project. I understand you like to make money, but when you got to spend money to make money, and when you spend it out, I think he probably overextended himself, honestly. Because if he was trying to open up that supper club in 2022 and that's when he went in default, something tells me that the money he needed to open up that supper club, he should have used that to pay that rent. And maybe he was gambling, put the money over there thinking he could make it right back. And gambling is never good. I'm not a gambler. People who know me can tell you that I do not gamble. It's not a gambling bone in my body. It's just not. I don't know whether she dodged the bullet or not. Wendy was about to overextend herself too. So the only bullet I would say Wendy dodged was not making the same mistakes that Peter has made. Peter has great ideas, but he need to focus on one project, because trying to do too many, it's slitting his throat. That supper one thing, it sounded good, but he was not financially in a position to do it, and he put himself out there. Toyana say, didn't he ask Wendy for that amount? He was trying to get that rent back. No, he didn't ask her for $422,000. Now, come on. Don't do that. Don't do that. That is not the amount he asked for. Toyana, you a mess, girl. Miss Gigi say, Peter. He'll be on the next restaurant bar in a few. Master scammer or I think poor money manager. I don't see him as a scammer. I think he has great ideas. He don't have the money to pull it off. And I think he tries to rob Peter to pay Paul. Pun intended, because he's Peter. I don't know, because we had one lady that claimed she knew something firsthand, but she never sent me no proof of that. So you know where I'm going to put that in file number 13, because y'all know I deal in proof, not what we heard and what people repeat on social media, because we all know just because it get repeated on social media don't make it true. More times than not, people be lying. Exhibit A, Tasha K. People are lying a minute now. They don't need no provocation. So yeah, that's that on that. Let me go ahead and give y'all the opportunity if anybody got anything to say. If not, I'm gonna read a few more comments and I'm gonna slide. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat. I'm gonna have to go back up because I missed a lot of comments. Hold on. Okay. Cynthia said, don't let nobody hold you down, Peter. Don't let nobody hold you down. Who holding Peter down? Ain't nobody holding that Negro down. That's funny. Lord, Vanessa say, Peter, just get a food truck. Dang. Just pay your bills, Peter. Stop trying to do extra stuff. Toyana say, Papa Smurf been having money issues since before Cynthia. He should have stayed caught up. A fool in their money. Yep, that's true. That's true. So I think I better let it go. Looks like another food TKO. Oh my God. Y'all off the chain. Yeah, he ain't good with money. He can make money, but he don't manage it well, so he can't keep it. Let me see what y'all talking about. Only one Adrian. Sis, is that you? Oh, I was trying to pull up. Hey, wait, come back.
There. Hey,
Okay.
can you? Okay,
Yep.
can you hear me now? Yes.
Hey, Bookie.
Hey. I just wanted to just shed light on the Peter situation because I'm a broker. And basically, with commercial leases, from what that sounds like to me, I can guarantee you they only gave him that many chances because they were probably just hurting from the pandemic and were trying to work something out. So
Yep.
many commercial properties, were left vacant, people just walking away from it. Commercial got hit really hard, and it's not, we often think of office space, but retail also got hit hard. And I'm not sure exactly what type of property this restaurant, I don't know if it's in the shopping plaza or whatever it is, but
No, it's
just
not in the plaza.
across
It
the
ain't.
board.
Yeah, it's not a strip mall, but yeah, I did know that commercial properties got hit because the government, heck to a bay, the government forced a lot of them people to close their doors, so they weren't able
Hmm.
to pay. You know, so that's
Yeah,
real.
and I know that in normal times, there no commercial agent, no commercial landlord is going to give you just chance after chance after chance to be bouncing checks all over the place. No,
Girl, I
So
said, boy, they
that,
being real lenient. I ain't never heard of
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Government, you got to.
I ain't never have either. But I would say, and it just, I don't know. To me, I agree with what you said. It sounds like, and it seems like he keeps opening it because, from the fame from the show and whatever, celebrity he's attached with from, RHOA or whatever, people know him. He has a name now. And it seems like people do patronize his restaurant. So they seem to be
They
somewhat
do.
successful. But it just seems like, okay, if you're that successful, then this is like poor management on your part. He seems like a type
Okay,
that probably doesn't know how to delegate,
he does, and I'm gonna tell
effectively.
you something else too, Adrian, that I peep because I pay attention to the details. Auntie's a detail lady. Hey, Couture Bay. Now, what I paid attention to is that his default started coming around the same time he was trying to open that supper club. He
Hmm.
had no business thinking, okay, I can just mess up over here and put the money over there. And when I get the grand opening, I can get that money right back and put it back. Oh,
Right.
you don't do that. Like,
Right.
that's why would you even take a chance like that?
Yeah.
He's doing well at Bar One in Miami. He's been out there for a minute. Everybody in town know him. They know the spot. People frequent him. Celebrities go there.
Hmm.
Focus on Bar One. He didn't need
Right.
to try to open up Bar One Baltimore. He didn't need to try to do no supper club. So focus on that. Stay there. Pay the bills there.
Hmm. Yep. Yep.
That's
You're
all
right.
he needed to do. But
Eh,
no, not Peter. Peter got to be grand. Oh no, I'm gonna go do the supper club. I'm gonna just take this money from here. You can't afford to take that money from there.
right. Right. Yeah, I don't know, because remember a couple like seasons ago when Portia said that his waitresses wasn't getting paid in cash, they was getting paid in peen. And I just feel like
Oh,
that's kind of been, remember Portia said that on the
I
reunion.
remember that. Well,
Yeah,
there
so
was a
that's
rumor
been
of people saying they didn't get paid, and it was just last month on the 30th. The Jasmine
I
brand, shout out to the Jasmine brand, reported that
see.
one of the waitresses or servers or whoever she was worked there. She sued for about $1,800. What he supposed to
Mm.
had paid her wages, and said it was other people there that did not get their wages as well.
See, that to me is just like I
He
said, like you
overextended
don't know
himself
what you. I don't know if it's that or he doesn't really know. At some point, it seems like he kind of knows what he's doing. Like I said, the thing seems somewhat successful. So why does this keep happening? Where all of
because
these.
he keeps trying to do too much with the money. It's like
Mm,
some black folks, when they start making money, they got to try to ball and live high on the hog. You're doing
mm,
okay. You're doing upper middle class okay. Stop
yeah.
trying to act like you in the millionaire boys club. You're not.
And I wonder, did Cynthia ever get her 100,000 back? Did she give him 100,000 for the seed money for Bar One and had to sue him
It
for
wasn't
it?
that. It was something about a property in Atlanta, and
Mm.
he was supposed to pay. It was like 100 and some thousand. He claimed he was gonna pay it back on another channel that shall not be named. I don't know whether he did or didn't or whatever. I know Cynthia didn't say anything else about it, so I'm assuming she got her bread because we know Cynthia be needing her money. Cynthia be needing her money. That lady was on Instagram selling dry coochie cream. So once you go there, I know you need your bread. Okay. If Cynthia ain't said nothing, Cent got her bread. I'm believing that.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm believing that. Uh-huh. Cent don't play. Anybody that'll jump on Instagram and sell dry coochie cream. Oh no, you don't play. You don't play.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. He because he wants to be like the boss of all bosses. It's like, dog, I understand that's what you want to do. He has great ideas. He knows how to execute, but he needs to plant his feet in reality. You're not that dude.
Mm-hmm.
You do good with a restaurant. He wants to be a mogul. Oh, I own
Yeah.
this, I own this, I own that. You got the one. Run the one, Peter. Run the one.
Girl, you know them Jamaicans like to have 20 jobs.
I mean, but I ain't gonna say that because that's real stereotypical.
It
I know,
is. I just had to
I
say,
know
honey.
some
But
Jamaicans.
how's the least of my
I know
business?
some Jamaican men is real sorry and won't work at all. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put that stereotype on him. It's just him. It's his ego. It's his arrogance. It's him wanting to be a mogul. He likes to hang around other rich men and hobnob and act like he got it, like they got it, and he just ain't got it like them. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? You still doing good for yourself. Stop being greedy. I have friends who have more than me. That don't make me want to run around and pretend like, oh, I can ball like you. I can't. Sis, do your big one. I'm not finna put me in debt to keep up with you. I can't do what you do.
I feel like he hobnob with them so he can get them to invest. It's
But he don't ask the men to invest nothing. So that ain't even it. He wants, first off, you got to understand, some men define themselves by the company they keep.
yeah, that's true. That's very
Men are
true.
not women. So y'all got to quit thinking like women. Men, when it comes to men are not women. He
Well, I
hangs
was just
around those
saying that
men
behind what's the
because
girl husband?
he hangs around those men because he wants to be that. That is who he wants to identify as. That's how he wants the world to see him. But he's not able to do what these men do. And he keeps trying to make these reckless moves. And it's just making him look stupid. Like, you are not the same as these cats. Like, you can be their friend. They can give you business advice or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They might even be able to swing you a deal here and there to put you in a better position. But Peter is doing what a lot of men do. He's not the first man to do it. A lot of men put themselves in a lot of financial binds trying to keep up with a certain type of crew. If you not that, you not that, and it's okay. But somebody need to tell Peter that. Go ahead, L'Oreal.
Chad, I ain't studying Peter. Peter's been this for many, many years. I'm not surprised about any of it. He does this. This is what he does. He's not good with money. He's just not good with money. That's just it. But I
And
want to.
Helga made a good point too. He rushing his process. If he just
He
do what he's
does. He
supposed,
tried
if
to
he
open
do
up
what he's
another one
supposed
before
to
the other
do,
one is good.
if he do what he's supposed to do, he will eventually get to the status where he wants to be. But this is more about him wanting to be socially where those men are, and he's just not. And he needs to learn how to be okay with that. It's a lot of black men for sure. They need to learn to be okay with that. That's like the dude that work a 9 to 5 but want to hang with the dope boys because their life look more exciting than you. Now you out here tricking off your rent and your house note. You can't do what they do. I've seen this 100 times. You can't do what they do. He need to stay in his lane, and he's really playing himself.
He too old for it for once.
But you know, some men never grow up.
I see. Cause you can't pay your staff, honey, let alone your rent.
He took
Come
that
on now.
money. He took that money because he wanted to up. He wanted to up the ante. I'm gonna open a social club because that sounds slick, and it do sound slick. Real life. If he'd have opened it, I might have slid. You know what I'm saying? That might have been a real good look, real snazzy. You know
Yeah.
that really would have been on par with his rich friends. But you ain't able to do it. It look good, it sound good, but you ain't able. Simple.
They need to hide the leasing agreements like they hid their marriage license, honey.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hide them. Don't let them
Mm.
sign nothing.
Well, he gonna have to sign something because he gonna have to get up out of that spot he's at because them people say they tired of waiting on their money. So he's gonna have
Yeah.
to sign something. Sorry.
But something about this, I don't know. Maybe he does have some silent partner, somebody putting up the cash because when I do a commercial lease, that has to be somebody of Peter's. Like I don't want to say it. Like I'm not trying to say he broke, but you have to be sitting on a lot of like
You
tens of
have to
millions
be
of dollars.
financially buoyant. Yeah.
Well, in terms of like for the lease
Mhm.
signing, if
Yeah.
your company is not making tens of millions of dollars in and of itself, is solvent like that on itself, then you personally as the owner are going to be liable. So what I don't understand is who keeps leasing space to him. How in the what does that application look like? What is he show? I know what goes into that. You're supposed to show cash flow, bank statements, all of that before
You
the
do
landlord looks at
realize
it.
that the world is not by the book. I hope you know that, right?
Yeah,
Look,
but that's a
all I can
pretty
tell you is
big
how we do it.
state.
All
Well,
I can
I'm
tell you
just
is how
saying,
we
like
do it in New York. Like,
yeah, but that's not New York, baby. That's Florida. I'm
yeah,
from Florida. The world is not by the
yeah.
book. And Florida for
Oh, he
sure ain't by the book. It ain't got
who
nothing to
he
do with
owe?
what happens in New York.
Who he owe? The one in Florida or the one in Baltimore? The
This is
Florida one?
Florida.
I thought
Yeah.
that was the successful one.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. He has tanked the successful one. He
That's
ruining it
crazy.
because he
That's
trying to
crazy.
ball. Like Helga
That's
say, he
crazy.
after social status. A lot of people who come from hard beginnings. Uh-huh. Yep. That is what he's after is social status. She said a lot of people who come from humble beginnings are impulsive and it's a part of their personality. It's a trauma response. I believe that because that's what I'm seeing. It's like he really wants to show up in this world different than he can show up. Like you're not that. You got the mind for it, but you don't have the dollar for it. And he keep thinking he can rob Peter to pay Paul, and he keep playing himself because that bar one in Miami is successful. Like he really was doing he was doing his thizzle. Why would you go and tank your business because you trying to ball, you trying to do what you can't afford to do? He like to talk that talk. Like it's just Peter, go sit down, do a skincare line. I told him about that. He actually said at one point he was gonna do a skincare line. He need to do the skincare line because I would buy skincare from him because clearly his skin is the bomb. But you need to have one restaurant in one location and just run that. Don't stop trying to flip houses with Apollo. Stop trying to open extra bars in Baltimore. Stop trying to open supper clubs. Actually run one business, Peter. One. Pay your employees, pay your bills, pay your taxes. That's it. All this other stuff is stupid. Like this Couture Bay, are you seeing this? He wants to be a mogul. He's not a
I,
mogul.
I was gonna say I find it very funny that his homegirl, who has a lot of properties too, isn't speaking on this. Maybe she's involved. I don't know. I'll leave that for the conspiracy theories. But when I was in Miami, the bar one, and this was I go to Miami very often. So I went last year, and I went 2 years before that, and then I went consecutive years after 2018. And every time we went into bar one, it was barely packed. It was always something like going on. It was like the staff was just what that woman said with the Jasmine brand, she did not lie. It was just all
Mm-hmm.
over the place. And I really tried to support because I do believe in supporting black businesses, especially, if they had booming businesses back in the 90s, right? So I try to give them some grace. But
Well,
then I
he
was
wasn't back in the 90s. He wasn't
well,
back in the
well, that's
90s.
what he be claiming, child. That's what he be
I,
claiming.
I mean, I mean, I'm just telling the truth. Should I lie?
No, because he don't lie because he like to lie. And then I just feel like Peter not only wants to be in the social spaces, Peter really wants to believe this ideology like he's the man. But
That's what
these
I'm trying to say. Like he wants to be these guys.
but he don't
He's not these
understand the
guys.
crowd. He don't understand the presence. I know the restaurateur business is extremely hard. I watch a lot of Food Network channels to know that. I watch it all the time, and I actually assisted in the Bobby Flay down in New Orleans just to help like my homegirl who's a chef there, to be a part of that. And just in that is a lot. And mind you, that is
But
a successful restaurant.
but this is my issue. I don't really care about all that. My thing is run one restaurant.
That's
Stop
true.
trying to be a mogul. Like that to me, that's dumb
slowly
as
build your
hell.
capital up. Like to be a mogul, you have to slowly build it up. But he don't want to listen.
But exactly that what Helga was saying is real. He's trying to rush the process because these cats that he wants to hang with and identify with and be accepted as the same as being the same as them because they're already there. He wants to pretend he's already there. Peter, you're not there.
And then it's
Not
about
only that,
location
but
too. Like
not,
Bar One is right by the pier, and I don't think the spot he's at now fits for the climate we're in today. And I'm gonna just leave it at that.
All I'm saying is I don't care about none of that. Run one business. Had that Negro kept the money from the one business and ran the one business, he would not be getting evicted. He would not be having an employee saying you know it was 10 checks, you ain't paid me. None of these things would be happening. It is happening because he's been irresponsible and doing what we see a lot of black men do, like Helga said, especially the ones from humble beginnings, being impulsive and thinking they're going to get, the one big thing that's going to propel them to rocket stardom rather than working one thing consistently.
And also, you can't compare yourself to other people because you don't know where they started. The people he's surrounding him with may not be rags to riches story. They may have started on the on the 10-yard line. If you talking to somebody who maybe have family money that they got seed money, a lot of these, I'm gonna go ahead and say a lot of these clear folk are be able to walk in the rooms and raise all kind of millions of dollars.
Adrian.
No, who he's trying to compete with?
He hanging with other black men who actually
are wealthy,
who actually have it. And this is the thing. But every black man that's paid is not paid by running a football or a basketball or rapping with his pants hanging off. There are some black men in this country who have it. And he likes to hang around those men who have it. And he can't keep up.
You know what? I think he should go into some smaller places. Go in some of these smaller towns, suburb towns, and do smaller
Why
things.
in the world would you do that?
Yeah, I think
because that'll build what he wants in the small town area.
He should have constructed a plan, like a 5-year plan. Like, I'm not as visible as I used to be on the TV. Maybe I should just go back to my hometown where they know me and then they'll support. And
they already know him in Miami. All he had to do was run that one business. Run your one, sir. Run your one. Focus on that. Focus on marketing. Bring in people who are professionals and run your one business. Peter need to stop living in fantasy land. You're not a mogul. You may never be. And guess what? That's not bad. I think social media and TV got y'all tripping. You're not going to, everybody ain't going to be rich and famous. Everybody's not going to be a mogul. You can run your one business respectfully and consistently and live a very decent life. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I think by putting himself in a circle with these guys who just have it like that, he's looking at them like, dang, he was able to do this, and that. But that was his story. That's what he was able to do. That's the grace that he had. You may not have that grace. Number one, that person may have started on this pathway before you. That's number one. Number two, even if y'all started on the path at the same time, you might have had different obstacles. You could have had to deal with generational curses you had to break first. Like nobody, I don't care if you go to school with this person, if y'all start college at the same time, if y'all graduate at the same time, if y'all go into the same industry, it don't matter. You cannot measure your success by anybody else's because their story is not your story.
I think he's in the wrong business, honestly. I like the skincare business, Tanitra. Like, I think his skin looks good. His teeth look good. He looks amazing to be an older gentleman. He should do, hygiene or something.
I want him to run one business. I want him to run one business. Honestly. But I want him to run one business.
And they don't have a lot of men's skincare, period.
But I need him to run one business. Right now, this ain't the time for him to break into nothing new and he's sitting up here getting evicted. So this ain't the time to break into something new and hope for the best. Y'all finna have that man eating beans out of can and cooking in the bush.
He doing that already.
No, he's not actually. But he's going to
The
be if
restaurant
he
in
don't.
Maryland still up and running.
But my point is, he need to run one business successfully.
So
That's the
All
one he
this,
needs to focus
all
on.
this running all over the place. I'ma open this. I'ma open. No, 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 no. Don't y'all tell Peter to open nothing else. Not even some girls' legs. Don't open nothing. Go and run one business. One. That's it. Stop dreaming. Stop wishing on a star. Run one business. AAE, girl, how you doing? So I saw Peter's Bar One in Charlotte in 2016. He had a prime location in Uptown. Yep. Thank you. He's doing the most. Absolutely. And Nisa say he got to pick a struggle. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he should be honest and stop till it's time. Just run your one business. Y'all up here telling Peter to open up new stuff. Don't open no new stuff. Hell, I was wrong telling him about the
bar
skincare.
is the most successful one?
I don't. At this point, Miami was the most successful, but unless he can find another location, I don't know what he's gonna do in Miami. To be honest, he's still got the one in Baltimore. He need to run that in there.
Yeah, he should run the one where he actually lives closer to. That way it's easy for him to manage, get on top of it, get some news coverage. I don't know.
He just
I
need to
hate
run
this for
one
him.
business. I just want him to run one.
But Peter has always been Peter. He's the same Peter Cynthia was crying about, talking about, tell me it's gonna be okay, when he was spending up all her money. Unfortunate.
Listen, run one business. And while we talking about him spending up all her money, all what money? Because Nene had to pay for the wedding. So where was all this money that Cynthia supposedly had? I'm gonna wait right here.
Nene paid for her wedding, girl.
Yes, yes. And then she turned around and stabbed her in the back. Yes. So where was all this fabulous? Where was all this fabulosity? Where was all this money?
Wow.
Don't y'all start me to talking. Don't y'all start me to talking.
No, I want to hear this one because I ain't heard about that. The Nene
No,
paid,
no,
the one that was with
Nita's
the
not
dinosaur.
When she married Peter, Nene had to pay for that wedding. She didn't have it. She did not have it. Lanithia had to pay for her wedding, and it's the same person that turned around and stabbed her in the back. That's the issue I keep having with Lanithia. She's too good to people. They stab her in the back and she'll go back to talking to them. I wouldn't have said nothing else to Cynthia Big Cheekbones Bailey for the rest of her life. I wouldn't care what happened to that hooker. Nene has really been solid for a lot of people for them to turn around and stab her in the back. And she go give them another chance and say, "Oh, I love you. Are you crazy?" Those are them times I want to grab Nene and shake her.
Sinitra, do you think it has something to do with Nene and her childhood with her mom and her dad and stuff like that, that she give people all these chances? Because she did pay for that wedding, and even with Nene paying, I'm like, so what did they pay?
Child, not a goddamn thing. But this was funny. I don't know whether it's her childhood, but I know people like that. Like I know some people who can, like my mama's eldest sister. That was my mama's only sister that was not evil. Glory, loved her dearly. She was like that, would just do for people, and they didn't have no bad childhood. So I just think some people just really are maddening with that. They so quick to just let people wipe their feet on them, and they give them another chance and still feed them and take care of them and love them. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, I know God told us to forgive, but can you forgive them from over there? Do they have to come back up on you and in your life? I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I'm not built like that. I might forgive you, but you're gonna get the hell away from me. I promise you are. Right, CD? No, Bravo didn't pay for that wedding. Lanithia paid for that wedding.
Yeah, she was still a newbie, remember? Like they didn't even know if they really wanted to keep her until the sister and the mama hit the marriage certificate, which they should have kept it hidden, honey, because wow. That's all I can say is wow.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you. Peter is irresponsible. He wants to be a big timer. He ain't one. Cynthia was going along with that for whatever reason. I don't know.
Oh, Sanitra, that's why I came up here. Did you hear about Miss Shirley Strawberry's husband?
Girl, we were talking about that last time, and I had to go look at it, child. I seen that he was over there. They say he can't go around animals. He can't go around Shirley's daughter, her children. He can't go around other kids. And he had the side chick living next door to Shirley and got sued for rental fraud on that house.
Yeah, I
Oh
said,
Lord,
oh
I'm gonna have to go
my
look at
God.
that. Okay, so why you
Yeah,
can't be around
girl.
animals, child? What did he do to the dog?
Listen,
Ah,
I'm not touching that. But they said that he can't be around the animals. Now you take that for what it's worth. That's what the judge said.
The judge said it,
wow.
but they didn't go into detail. But I was just like clutching my pearls, like you can't even be around
Okay,
her girl children. What?
listen here.
I,
Listen,
he's a menace to
Couture,
society.
I was watching that them court proceedings on that Zoom. I say the animals.
Wasn't
Lord,
her animals? I said, what was he doing to the animals? Which animals? I said,
Wow. Now that's
mm-mm.
it.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's it.
Let me find out he was trying to knock the fleas off Fluffy. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Then they said that he was going to go to Florida to see his girlfriend. Then they said something about him wanting to go to Abu Dhabi to his wife boss's house. I said, what is going on?
yeah, it's unraveling. And then she met that man because he used to date Ebony Steele from the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. I said, this
Well,
is
I
unraveling.
heard that Steve Harvey is the one that hooked her up with this man.
No, he proposed to her on the show, but
Oh, he proposed on the show.
he met her when he used to drop Ebony off at the beauty parlor. These ladies, these women be clocking your means, even if they no good. And
But see,
Ebony,
sometimes when you go trying to be slick to pick up on somebody else, man, you mess around and pick up on something you didn't want.
yeah, that was a blessing in disguise for Ebony. But Ebony told the world they were supposed to be getting married. Then all of a sudden she got fired, and we thought it was because of Ricky. It's looking like it was Shirley get her fired because they got married that same year. It's a lot.
But how could
Shirley is a
Shirley
bad
get her
woman.
fired off of Ricky Smiley show?
Because they used to all go to the same building to record at one point.
But just going to the same building don't mean she could get that lady fired.
Maybe they was fighting about that man. You know, these women like them women like to fight about these no good kings. You know, they
But
like to be out
see,
in the streets.
but this is why you don't borrow another woman's trouble. Because see, this could have been Ebony's trouble. Shirley went and borrowed that woman's trouble. I don't care what he said to her. Now Shirley's sitting up here looking, and she look her age. I don't know what kind of life Shirley done live, but Shirley looks her age.
Stress. This man got her
And
all in the.
but before she married him, even before she married him, Shirley has always looked her age. I don't know what kind of life Shirley has lived. I don't want to speak for her, but something done went on because that's rare for Black women. We never look our age.
She probably had to pay his debts or something. You know, these women get with these men, don't do background checks, don't talk to the
But you not hearing
congregation.
me. But
Yeah.
Shirley looked her age before she met him, baby. That's what
I
I'm trying to tell you.
I thought she looked better as a plus size woman.
Shirley done live some type of life.
I thought she looked better as a plus size woman. Her losing all that weight didn't help her out.
Yeah,
I think she
but
looked stressed. But yeah,
no, them years caught up. We don't show our years like that. You got to check our necks and hands to find out how old we are.
Kimmy looking old because she done took another woman's trouble.
but her man making her pop busted open during the chemo.
Now, y'all was late. We was in here talking about this earlier. We was in here talking about this earlier. Y'all came late to the party. But yes, I'm not gonna talk about how that lady looked because she had cancer, chemo, and radiation. Now we ain't gonna go in on how she looked. Now come on now. Come on, y'all.
Chad, they laid a whole side piece out here.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
we done talked about that, but and that may be why she got sick. You never know. But we ain't gonna talk about how she
Stress.
looked and she done had cancer, chemo, and radiation. We not doing that. That's too
Yeah,
far.
but she's stressed there, girl.
She is.
Stress.
You see what her man said on to the world? Well, I need
And
it. So you I said,
she
what?
got to suffer. I played the audio. I played the audio of what he said.
I
He
heard it.
said
I was
that and
like,
she
this
suffered for
can't
him.
be. This can't be the man
Yeah,
she was talking about praying about.
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, honey.
Honey,
But
the
that man that
audacity.
Shirley, but that man that Shirley grifted out from up under Ebony Steel, you know, he put his side piece next door. Her house was next door on the same road.
Oh yeah,
You
he out
gotta
of
be a
line.
bold man. You gotta be a bad man
Yes,
doing something like I ain't never seen nobody do nothing like that.
get this. And told Shirley the woman was his lawyer child. The lady ain't even got nobody's law degree. She ain't went to law school nowhere.
Mm.
Shirley thinking that's the lawyer, and the legal briefs was actually the briefs he was wearing.
Mm.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to go watch this. This is too much.
And that's
Next
what's going
door.
on.
Mm.
Yes.
And what he do to the
Child, this is
children, Lord?
I
Oh
don't know what
Lord.
he did. Well, no, not I don't think he did nothing to no children. They said he had some inappropriate pictures of some children,
Pictures.
is
Yes,
what
some
they
pictures
said.
on a hard drive.
On
Of
a
some
hard
children. So now
inappropriate
he can't
pictures
be around children.
on a hard drive and something about some nudity of some sort. Okay.
Mm.
Now that's what they said. Now I don't know, but we ain't gonna talk about too much. I don't want my monetization
Yeah,
going.
I
You know,
know it.
it demonetize a girl saying certain stuff. But that's what them people said. It was a picture and some nudity and some stuff that nobody shouldn't have seen ever.
Mm.
I want details on animals. I want to know what in the world did you do to Fluffy?
Yeah, what was he doing with them animals and why he put that lady right next door? And Shirley, what was going on with your intuition, mama?
What was going on
Child,
with the
you know.
lady? The lady next door, she crazy too.
No, she wasn't. She was not. She was his co-scammer. They in it together. They both defendants on the same cases.
Mm.
That's it. She is the Bonnie to his Clyde.
She ain't scared. I would be scared, honey.
Why? Are both her and her man are locked up. She know where her man at. She probably happy.
Yeah. What she gonna be scared for? She ain't scared.
For when Shirley to get the knocking on that door,
What
woman to
Shirley
woman.
gonna do? Shirley look like she got osteoporosis. Who she whooping?
hey!
I'm
it's
just
other
I'm
things out
keeping it
here.
real.
Now Shirley would have went over there with that pow.
Do you really think Shirley Strawberry is gonna raise a pistola? Come on now. This
Mm-mm.
is Shirley Strawberry.
I don't.
That's bold for me, honey. That is
He
bold.
is
Did
real
y'all see
bold.
the letter? Did y'all see the letter she wrote to the judge signed Shirley Strawberry?
Yes,
I'm
I
done. I'm
did.
gonna have
No,
to go
that was
see
a
this.
letter.
Please release my husband to me. I do not want him away from me. Allow him to see me. I said, oh no.
I said, "Oh
Shirley
Lord, this is why they
Strawberry.
talk about the South now."
Yeah, but I just between
But
her and Kimmy and some of these others, I want our sisters that I get. It seems like they get to a certain age, and then just any old man will do. And I want them to want better for themselves than to just any old type of Negro. Like they just ignoring all types of. It's one thing to ignore red flags when you in your 20s and you stupid, but when you in your late 40s, early 50s, and you just now get married, you've been in the game too long to be ignoring stuff like that. And I don't the stuff between Maurice and all this dude, some of this stuff, a lot of these guys are good. They some scammers out here. They will lie. But some of this seems like willful blindness with some of these black women. And I want
but,
them to want better for themselves.
but this is the problem. Shirley Strawberry is not in her 30s, her 40s, or even her 50s. Shirley is too old for this foolishness. It is giving I'm desperate.
Exactly. And but to a point, and I love Kimmy on the show too, but with her as well, like you sat there and let this Negro drag you along, drag this out for 7 years. And then even on this past episode, you said that you and this woman ain't had no problems. Now you sitting there, you let this man convince you to open up this can of worms with her all over again, to sit there and have his son come there so you can raise up. Why are you doing all and just allowing all this to happen? That's also ringing desperate. And I
Well,
want
did
them to
he
want
pay
better
for
for
his
themselves.
college?
But this is something different. Shirley is 68 years old. Shirley finna be 70.
Whoa.
See, that's what I'm
Oh
talking about. Y'all
wow.
on some other stuff. This lady is a senior citizen.
No, that lady
Okay.
not about to leave her man. That's why she wrote that letter like that.
She's like, I'm finna die. And this is the thing. I feel like that man gonna kill her with stress, and then Ernesto is gonna have all her insurance money. Cause she probably done already changed everything where her children probably ain't even gonna get nothing. Everything probably going to old Nesto. Cause Nesto whip out his presto changeover every couple of weeks and bam her down. And so now he trying to aggravate Shirley to the grave where he can collect that insurance money. I believe he trying to get Shirley. And Shirley is getting out because she's so happy somebody is cleaning out, the cobwebs and stuff.
It's giving Grace from Tyler Perry. Yo.
I ain't never seen, I don't watch nothing Tyler Perry. Well, who is that?
It's the movie about that old lady who was getting scammed out her.
Oh yeah, that was a good movie.
It was.
But some women do that though. They'll work all their lives, amass their money, and then go marry a man and give him all her bread. Because Shirley had that house out there in California, and they real quick had took his name off it, and then she had sold it where she could get all the money in her name or whatever. He probably told her to do that way it wouldn't come back on him, because he knows Shirley ain't gonna do it. That way, when Shirley died, he could just get all the money because he still got access to her money. I don't believe Shirley took his name off the bank or got it where he don't have no debit card. He still got access to Shirley money. And now that the courts done said he can't go around her children or grandchildren and she's still standing by him, you're not going to convince me Shirley ain't got his name all on her insurance policy.
She better get it together.
Mm-hmm. Barbara, this is Shirley.
Yes.
I agree with you, though, Adrienne. I do want better for a lot of Black women, but a lot of these Black women just be like, I'll take any type of man as long as I have something nice and hot to lay next to, I guess, because he's
Betty
a
Wright
felon.
said it best. A lot of these ladies feel like a piece of man is better than no man at all. That's what a lot of them really feel. Now, I feel like it's better to be married to Jesus than the devil. And ain't no way in hell this man finna be in my house and I can't even have a dog if he here.
The movie was Grace. Wasn't it Grace? That's a good movie to watch.
That's what she said. I don't watch nothing Tyler Perry. I don't do him.
It's on
But
Netflix.
I would have had to ask the judge. I was sure I'd have wrote the judge and said, "Well, can I have a goldfish? Is a goldfish safe, Yana?"
No, that man said no animals. He said no animals, no pets, no children, no grandchildren. He couldn't even have social media. I said, "Oh no, Shirley, I don't know what you're doing, Mama, but this ain't
you can't see your grandchildren unless you get in the car, even if you stiff that day and drive across town because they can't come to the house while he there."
Exactly.
Hey.
He must have had some pictures of Fluffy on that hard drive too.
I don't know. I don't think a picture of Fluffy would get it. They must have had some evidence that he did something funny to Fluffy.
Or he had a picture of Fluffy getting it. That's what I'm saying. Because why would the judge? The judge wouldn't say that's very specific. They don't just throw things around in legal proceedings for no reason. That's very specific.
I don't think it's no. I don't think it was just a picture of a dog. I think they got some evidence he did something to a dog, or a cat, or a monkey, or a chicken, or something. I don't know what it was, but they just said no animals. So it could have been a zebra for all I know. Don't go by me.
Well, I mean, shoot, this ain't no better than what's in the Nicki Minaj over there. I don't know if y'all heard about that with this subdivision she was trying to move into. And at first I was like, wait, they can't do that. But then I forgot her husband. These people in the subdivision were writing up
Yeah, he's
petitions that
a
we don't want her
registered
here.
predator.
I
Them
forgot. I
people
was like,
got
oh
children.
shoot, that's right. He's a registered, yeah. So
Them
they
people
like,
got
nah, you
children.
can't come over here. But that's what I'm saying. You will sit there and have to deal with not being able to move where you absolutely can afford. This woman's worth over $100 million, can buy anything she wants, but you can't move places because of this Negro. And
Mm-hmm.
that's crazy to me.
I wouldn't
You
even be with a child,
can't bring
period.
your grandchildren around. Think about that. What about that? Like when she had that son. So you mean to y'all have a birthday party? He can't be around other kids at the party. You can't have no guests at the party. But these
Basically,
women don't
you know
think.
what
They
it is?
don't think.
She is thinking. She is thinking just fine. I don't know what you're talking about. Shirley is 70 years old, give or take a year or two. She thinking just fine. Shirley said she needs somebody
Shirley
to
said
turn
she
some
gonna stick
wrenches down
beside
there.
her.
She says she needs somebody to
Uh,
turn some wrenches and some screwdrivers down there. She ain't got time for what y'all talking about. And
They
well, then
he
what
know
keep
that.
happened to
asking
just?
her to quit the show and everything, and I said, "Why y'all want this lady to quit the show? Y'all know her. She the only source of income to that man."
Because you not
What happened to
Couture
getting the
Bay,
boy toy?
you not seeing the big picture. Ernesto is seeing the big picture. Ernesto done seen her stock portfolio. Ernesto knows what she earns, what she owns, and what she receives from all locations. He don't want her on that show because he wants to completely isolate her and worry her all the way to her grave. It won't be an
Mm-hmm.
early one. She right on time for the grave, actually. But he trying to hurry up and get her in there because I bet you he done had her change them the will and them insurance policies. I'm telling you what the game is now. Y'all don't believe me. When Shirley
No, I
turned
believe
up
him.
somewhere with heart failure, don't you heard it here first. He
When
trying to
I
get her
used to
off
work,
to herself.
when I used to work in private banking, I had a client one time. It was a very, very wealthy man. Him and his wife were moving some things around and opening up a trust for a new grandchild. And I realized that they also had in their prenup and the trust that he had set aside for her a clause that she can never remarry. She can have the money, whole 100%, whatever, everything he got go to her, but she could never remarry. She can have all the boy toys she wants. She can move them in, but she could never legally remarry. And I think that these older black women are so, and I'm not saying there's not, because I'm married, so I don't want to act like I'm, biased towards marriage, but they be so worried about respectability and being called somebody's wife. You're missing the legal when you have that type of money, or significant assets. You don't, like you said, you don't work and worked and worked, and then you legally bind yourself to this dust ball, and now everything that you didn't work for can't go to your family like you would have wanted to when you were in your right mind,
But it
and now
could
it's going
have.
to him, and now it's going to
A
him.
lot of these men, and I believe this one has literally conned her and maneuvered and manipulated her into signing, changing the paperwork. Because if you get your paperwork straight, it still can go to your children. You just have to get your
Mm-hmm.
paperwork straight. I believe
Mm-hmm.
he done gave her his meat rocket
Mm-hmm.
a few
Mm-hmm.
times, and now she done changed that paperwork. That's what I believe and went on. That's why he don't want her working. He want her off to herself so he can do away with her. That's what this is about. She ain't even thinking about, oh, when I'm dead, he could remarry. Shirley is riding the meat rocket. That's what's going
I
on.
believe it. If he got the whole woman staying next door, I believe it.
Yeah, got the woman next door, and at this point, Shirley knows it all. She might not have known before, but now she know that the woman next door. She now knows that the woman is his co-defendant. She now knows that the woman is his girlfriend. She now knows that he was planning to go see her in Florida because the judge them done told it in the court proceedings. She knows he's a criminal, a scammer. He's dangerous. He got all kind of charges against him, and she still ain't leaving. She says she want her husband. If he want her, she want him. She riding the meat rocket.
Mm-hmm.
It's dangerous for women to go and you at that age and you still interested in hunching these young men. They gonna get you to change your paperwork.
Yeah, they
Shirley
in the
done got
comments
caught
talking
out.
about the children can file agreements. That's if the property and the money and stuff was made before the marriage. It's
But
Well,
certain
everything
properties
she
that
got
ain't
was made
community
before the marriage.
within the
Everything
marriage.
she
so
got
that's
was
so that's what I'm saying.
everything
Why
she
not just
has
have a
was
boy
made.
toy? You can ride it all day, but just have a boy to it. You don't got to legally bind yourself to him.
But with the fact that he wanted to marry her, she was flattered. You understand what I'm saying? Don't be jumping on the meat rockets, because one of them boys gonna finesse you. Leave them children alone. Go get Earl and Cleophas. If you old, get with Earl. You and Oscar Lee, y'all get together. You and Willie Earl, y'all get together and have some nice mentholated love. It ain't never hurt nobody. Messing with these children, they gonna mess you up. Because you can talk about that grievance stuff, but Shirley plays dangerous. Because remember, she had to take his name off that house out there in California because she had already put his name on her house. So see, her children can grieve all day. They can file grievances and they can grieve. But if his name is actually already on some property, all they can do is like fight for the half that would have belonged to their mom.
That's it.
That's it.
And he gonna live here, and he's able to live with their residences until he die. He ain't never got to leave.
All I'm gonna say is this here: leave them young men alone if you grown. Yes, Vanessa, I said Willie Earl and Cleophas. Yes,
see, that's what Candy Mama talking about. This same stuff right here.
If you know you finna be get with Willie Earl and Cleophas and Oscar Lee, okay.
Speaking of,
and Charlie, you know it's always an old Negro named Charlie that wear church socks with sandals. Get with Charlie, and then y'all gonna be all right.
Speaking of, I think Candy was the one that was talking about that happening to her family, that because they didn't have those, you know, and another thing. Now let me tell you another thing too, because I'm going through this with a deal right now. A will is not enough. We need trust funds. If you have these, because a trust is treated like its own entity in court. It's treated like a person. And so when you have a will, somebody in the family can still come up and contest that. It has to go through probate and all this time, and people be fighting. But that trust, whatever that trust says, is what it says. You could fight all day, but you're not gonna win. And so what Candy was saying,
Candy was trying to get that trust straight, and Todd was up there throwing a hissy fit and stomping around like he was in the lollipop gill
because he ain't gonna be able to change it. He ain't gonna be able to contest it.
Thing with that trust.
And that's what Candy said.
But now
Candy
here's
said
the
had
flip
happened
side.
to her granddad. I think she said that happened to where he
that
died.
She
said and that's what I feel like would happen to the Shirley woman, and follow it. So you got the money, you marry this Negro, you die, and then he remarried. Let me tell
you, Adrian, it ain't gonna be no accident. That's what you're not understanding. I believe this Negro slick as snot. He might be done had Shirley put a trust in place for him.
Possibly,
he is making her protect him over her children, and you can see she choosing him over her children because she know if he there, her babies and grandchildren can't even come to the house. This what I'm trying to tell y'all. This man is an experienced con artist. Y'all be calling people con artists is just bad with money. This is what a con artist look like.
But what is going on with these black women? To me, it's like this. I understand. Okay, desperation. You always wanted to be married or whatever, but to the point where you would allow your assets and everything you worked for to be taken from your family and the people that you know and love, your descent, your children, your grandchildren. Because before you met this Negro, you would have wanted them to have it. Now all of a sudden you meet him and you don't want them to have it no more. Like that's crazy to me. You can ride it all. You can ride it all day, but that's what I'm saying. What that got to do with the assets? I'm talking about money. I'm talking about assets.
Because y'all don't want to. You know what it is? Y'all don't believe blood red, and you don't believe fat meat greasy. See, when old women like me try to tell y'all to stay off them men, y'all, oh no, we could do it and still do. No, you can't. Because if you jump on the right rocket and that rocket go to saying the right thing, because she was riding the meat rocket, and then he went to flattering her. I'm in love with you. I thought I could keep it like this, but I want more, and I don't care about our age difference. He started working the magic on her, and you know what's that lady name? Alexis. What was her name? Alexis. I can't remember that woman. Alexis Tyler told y'all what happened. Get in the bottom. He done got into the bottom. I don't want to get vulgar and graphic, but that's what done happened. I keep telling y'all to stay off them rockets. Stay off of them, because once they get down in the bottom, see, you ain't gonna think clear no more, because he done been down in the bottom. Okay,
She in love. She's still in love, writing a letter to that
don't
court.
listen to me. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Because the same thing happened to Bobby Jones gonna happen to everybody who ain't listening. We told Bobby Jones and them leave the world out the church. Now look where he landed next to Booty Hole Brown. I'm sitting up here old as I am, and I'm telling y'all to stay off the meat rockets. If you get old, stay away from young men. Get you somebody that's where you at in life. Because if you go get somebody that's healthy and stronger than you, he gonna get down in the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing you know, you're gonna be done put a trust in his name and everything gonna be done signed over. You ain't gonna know your booty hole from your appetite. You ain't gonna know nothing. All you gonna know is he done been down in the bottom.
Mm-mm. See, that's what I be saying about the girls need to have a little fun before they get to bed. I mean, just go
It
through
ain't
some
got nothing to
things.
do with having no fun. Y'all listen, y'all better quit sport screwing. That's what you better do. You go sport fishing, sport hunting. You don't go sport screwing. Because some of these men is real con artists and they know how to use their tool. And they gonna get down there in the bottom. And then you gonna know you got a problem.
Say it to me, true.
But don't nobody want to hear that. God forbid, oh, auntie telling us not to be hunching again. Okay, go ahead. Just have all the fun you want. When somebody get down there in the bottom and you end up in trouble, don't tell me because I'm gonna laugh at you. Cynthia say, yeah, but Shirley does not need to fall victim. Too late. Candy did get tired to sign something only because her mama said so. Shirley should have had him sign something too. No, because he got down in the bottom. Mm-hmm. Jen S say, I can love you, spend some time, contribute, but I can't give you my money. I can't do no contributing. But put you in my deed. I got children to leave it too. Yeah, Jen, I believe she felt the same way too. Till he got down there in the bottom. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not your twin mama say down in the bottom where the men's get. That's where they get. That's where they get. And next thing you know, y'all brain done turned liquid and oozed out your ear. Hello, Vanessa. You bet. Listen, we past grown. We trying to warn them. They don't hear stuff. They don't hear us. King said, Carr said he's gotten to the bottom of the case. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Y'all better leave it. Child, she probably got AAE. Ain't no telling what all Shirley done set up to protect this man. She protecting that man that can get to the bottom at all costs. Watch, y'all gonna see when Shirley dropped dead and that man got all her stuff. Just come back over here and say, Auntie, you was right. You was right.
I'm gonna have to go check out all these strawberry letters.
I heard of the
much.
lady, but I didn't know she was that old. I heard of her, I would hear her voice on the show reading the letter, but I didn't know she was that old.
Yeah. Shirley
Come on,
is
Shirley.
primed for the motherboard. And the only thing kept her off the motherboard was that meat rocket. Because you can't shout like you supposed to shout hunching no young man. You can't. You can't. How you gonna shout and you just got through doing that? I'm telling you, it messed up your anointing. You can't do what you need to do. Hey, King Sankara, what's going on, nephew?
What's up, Auntie? I just y'all been having me laugh while I'm here at work talking about Miss Shirley. Usually I have a lot to say, but once you put the age on it, I don't know. I feel like I
Mm-hmm.
got to be a little restrained, a little respectful towards her.
Yeah. Well, see?
But I will say, Shirley ain't the. I'm trying to find a night. She's not the pretty. She's kind of lowly looking, and so
Ooh!
anytime you find somebody that's youthful and gives you the appearance that they have an attraction to you, that them kids out the window and grandkids too. But what did he do to the animals? Because I jumped back in late.
We don't know. We all trying to figure out what he did to the animals. And you got a point of the fact that, he looks more, you know, youthful than her. And then he
Hmm.
proved how much he loved her by getting to the bottom of things.
Yeah, because she looked 10 years older than what she actually is. And you know,
Now you know.
people who are registered, they're not even told, they have to stay away from schools and churches and things, but they never told like they can't go to dog parks or nothing like that.
Girl, listen, that man can't. He can't even go to a petting zoo.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
He
saying.
can't.
The
He can't
judge
go to
was
the
very
neighborhood.
clear about that.
He can't go.
Yeah.
He can't go to the neighborhood pet smart.
And I don't think he got caught. It might not be no watching no videos with Fluffy. It might have been making. People make video. I know you're a little older, Auntie, than me. I'm
Oh,
still out
I
here in the
know.
world a little bit.
I
But
done heard a
people
couple
make
things.
videos on the little website, and he might have been making different types of videos.
That's what I was trying to say earlier, nephew. And they ain't found no picture because it ain't illegal to have a picture. They got whole
Right.
sites out there selling the pictures, so it's obviously not illegal to have the pictures. They they must have evidence that he did something to Fluffy. He did something to Fluffy.
Because remember, even when they put that rumor out about Dennis, it was just a rumor. We didn't read nowhere Dennis couldn't go around that,
Yeah, Tasha
keep
K
him
told
from.
that lie. Yeah.
Yeah. But this is the judge here saying he cannot be your children, your grandchildren, the dogs, the cats, the snakes, nothing. The hamsters, we don't want them around any animals.
So wait a minute. That means he can't even go to the rainforest
No, he can't.
because
He
there's
can't go.
lizards and stuff in there.
He can't go on a safari.
Nothing.
No, not one thing. Can't be within what is it, 500 feet of PetSmart?
Yeah. Okay, so if he's somewhere and somebody got an emotional support animal, do he have to run like OJ Simpson used to run in them rental car commercials?
That's what, and what happens if he one day needs a service animal?
I don't know. Look like to me he better not go blind.
That's it. His best bet is to keep his sight.
You better
He
keep his
can't have
sight.
no emotional support dog.
He can't have no seeing eye dog. So he gonna have to keep his sight.
Because apparently he been improperly using that dog for some other type of support, and then the judge said enough is enough.
That is disgusting, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And she was there
Tanisha,
trying to
you.
help. And people was writing her strawberry letters.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. That part.
Exactly. How you asking advice of a woman that would marry a man that be trying to get at Fluffy? And I'm gonna ask you for what I look like asking you for advice about anything.
And she
I don't
wants
want
him.
no advice from Shirley Strawberry.
Does Shirley
Period.
still want him? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Shirley said she
Hmm.
still want her husband. She said if he
She
said
writing
he
to the
wants to
judge on
come
his
home,
behalf.
that she wants him home and told the judge do not be telling him he can't come around her.
Oh, you ain't
Because she
lying. He
said
got to
she
the
need him to still get to the bottom of things.
he got to the bottom of the case.
And he sure did. He
He is
sure
law
did.
and order. He is law and order.
Dum,
Sherlock
dum,
Holmes and
dum, dum, dum,
everything.
dum, dum. Yeah, he done got to the bottom. Dum, dum. He done got to the bottom of it. Sure did.
Indiana
Yes, he
Jones,
did.
everything.
Yes.
Wow,
Mm-mm.
Shirley,
Well, look,
that's
y'all.
sad.
I ain't gonna stay too much longer because I'm being summoned, okay? Because it's Papa's birthday today. I am being summoned, I may have to jump out of a cake or two. You never know, okay? Because I'm not old as Shirley. All right.
Not.
I'm not. I'm not. So I gotta go do a few things for somebody.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, go
And
on.
so
Go on and get them lost in the sauce. I'll talk to you later, love.
yeah. Auntie gonna go, but I love y'all, my beautiful girls and my handsome nephew. I love y'all so much. But
I
TT
love
gotta
you too.
go. Okay. Any
All right.
thoughts for the people before we shut this thing down?
Not over here. You have a good
Oh,
one.
okay.
Yeah.
All right,
You
you
going
too,
in? You
darling.
going to enjoy? You and him enjoy all day, and you get to the bottom of the case. Happy
Yes,
birthday.
yes. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yes. Woo,
All
praise the
right,
Lord.
Auntie.
Yes. All right now. I'll talk to y'all later. Everybody else on the porch, I appreciate y'all for coming to you guys. if you talking about you thought I had bad knees. Girl, I also got some good mentholated cream too. I got
I'm
good
dead,
cream.
bye.
So listen, let me get up out of here playing with y'all. I love y'all to pieces. If y'all did not hit the like button on the way in, please hit the like button on the way out. I'm glad y'all came through to laugh with us, talk with us, gossip with us real good on this good Monday, since we did miss hanging out yesterday because Atlanta did not come on. So this Monday has been glorious. Happy birthday to Nene Ashley and happy birthday to my other half. Okay. Again, I say the cream in my coffee and the honey on my bun. So I will talk to y'all later. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit your notification bell and make sure you click all. And if you want to join channel membership, the join button is beneath the video, as well as a membership link in the description box. Also in the description box is my Amazon wish list if you want to send me some goodies. And to top it all off, my Amazon storefront is there if you want to buy the same crafting supplies I use when I'm looking after my family and decorating my home. But I will talk to you all later. I love you guys. And remember, if no one else in the world says it to you, sugar, remember, God loves you. I love you. And ain't nothing you can do about it. Talk to you later. Bye.